Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is David Palmer, Leo King, here for Deep Love Tarot, your weekly tarot love and astrology report for this week of February 21st through the 27th of 2022. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. Thanks for being a part of HighVibe.tv. Of course, I am here with Brian Fixed-Air Moon, Brian Scarborough. What's going on, Brian? How are you doing?
What's going on, bro? Happy to be here with you. Happy to be here with all of you. Hope everybody's doing well. It's a time to be alive. There's definitely no lack of emotion. That's for sure. I think everything is being felt these days, but I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. It's just, I think we all have our moments where it's like, it's going so good. And then just like, oh shit. But I feel like, you and I talked all weekend about it. Like, we feel both that something major's coming this week. Just too many astrological alignments happening. Too many weird, things are finally coming to these really, I don't even know if you call them apex points, or you call them portals, or you call them, of course, I've been seeing a lot lately about, the return of Pluto for the United States, even though to me, I feel like we're not really at the return yet. You've been through a Pluto on your sun. It's a long transit.
Yeah, it's not just a one-day thing.
Yeah.
And we're in it. It's been a thing.
It's been a thing, but I'm looking more intensely as that's happening. Mars and Venus are coming to this Saturn-Pluto position of January 12th of 2020. That's what changed this world. And, it's almost like Mars and Venus are trying to help us out, but at the same time, help us out to get us to the next kind of weird domino that's about to kick in the world, I don't know.
And I feel like we're a little blind to it with the Neptune aspects. It just is so wild to me that Neptune just happens to hit 22 as Venus and Mars are at 22, and 22 Cap is just, it'll never be forgotten. So
no,
very faded stuff. And I think relationships are very faded. And I think we're coming to a culmination point of what love is moving forward in our lives. And are we going to keep going back in self-undoing, or keeping rose-colored glasses on? Or are we actually at this breaking point, this culmination point of what the next chapter of love and relationships, romance, passion, what does that actually look like for the collective?
Yeah, and is it a soulmate? Is it a twin flame? Or is it neither? I think that's a big question. I think a lot of people, especially in the spiritual community, for a long time kind of were so sure on people being such things. And then Saturn and Pluto have kind of laughed at us.
All the traditions, right? It's just like everything.
Yeah, so many things, right? I think that's what's the most interesting part of this moment in time. But I feel like this week, and especially coming into next week, it's like you said, it's faded. But it's the real fate. It's the real alignment, if there were to be a real alignment, which of course we'll be talking about. But if you've never watched the show before, we're going to go over what's going on with the collective. We already kind of did that with the astrology-wise there. But then, of course, we're going to pick and see what is going on with all of your zodiac signs that are here. And I picked them at random here in the High Vibe Gold. Well, it's not getting... I have too much stuff in here right now. I didn't empty it out. But the Gold Chalice that usually does a really nice ding-a-ling. So it's going to be a quite interesting week. And then, of course, I'm going to pull what's going on with all the cards. Brian's going to do the astrology after I do the cards. And, of course, after I do the Astro Dice that come with them. So... we love doing this show. It's good to be, of course, here. And make sure that you subscribe to HighVibe.tv, because you're missing out on all the daily content, all the awesome weekly shows, and all the awesome talent on there as well. So you can go down below. It's real simple. Just, you can see it right here down below. Apple, Google, Apple TV, Roku. You can subscribe to there, or get the best deals on HighVibe.tv and still get access to the apps by just logging in. Super easy. I think we should go into that collective now.
I think we should go into that collective too.
As I'm putting a cigarette out right now, I had to have a cigarette to just show up for the show after my day that was going so well, and then just went, you know what I mean? It must be like every day for Biden, when everything seems like it's going well, and he gets up on the podium and then he farts and shits in his pants. I'm surprised that guy hasn't smoked a cigarette yet.
I would imagine his life sounds like your reels.
Yeah, people have been watching my reels on Instagram for everything lately. I throw the fart in there on everything. I'm just like, welcome to the 2020s, the year of fart. I mean, there's fucking people that are fucking selling farts in a fucking mason jar. How much was she getting? She was getting a lot of money.
Maybe that is love.
Maybe that's the love we've all been waiting for.
Maybe that's where we're going with this.
Have you been just waiting for that mason jar just to open up and just to, that one moment too? It's just momentary love, just that whiff, and then it's gone. No, that would be horrible. That'd be atrocious, actually.
So Neptune.
It is so Neptune. So actually, do you have anything last to say? Because I'm going to move a couple cards real quick just here that I forgot to move.
Do I have anything to say?
About especially like maybe twin flame, soulmate stuff, especially, you know, that was actually my first full disclosure with Craig was about that subject. Yeah. And it's been, gosh, 2+ years since that episode. I haven't talked about it since that episode.
Well, I don't know. My opinion's a little, I don't know about the twin flame thing. I mean, soulmates I could kind of get behind, but I think we idealize them too much. I mean, it's so, again, we're talking about a lot of Neptune stuff. There's a lot
about
of
Neo and
we're
Trinity?
in Pisces season. It's a, Venus, Mars, sextile Neptune. Twin flame, soulmate stuff, it is this sort of projection a lot of times, because is it mutual? Is it just somebody out there that we have a crush on? Like, what is it? And maybe there is a deep sense of what that is within somebody that they feel it. I can't really, I guess I've never been there, so I can't really say too much on it. But I mean, I don't base my life or love around any phrase that's catchy on social media or in communities.
You've never been the runner?
No, no. So we'll see. I mean, maybe it does exist. I'm not here to say it doesn't. If you got a soulmate or twin flame out there, own it.
Or maybe you're the run. Like maybe, well, it depends on what the runners identified. Are you running at something, or just, I guess all the ladies are just running to you, and you're just like, oh, I don't know.
Oh man, I wish.
It's a very weird thing. I mean, I think looking at the astrology, especially this Mars-Venus, multiple, of 3 conjunctions from Leo, of course, in July of 2021 to then the one we just had last week that continues till March 6th here. That's in Capricorn, which Mars is overtaking Venus, and then Venus overtakes Mars at 0 Aquarius, where Jupiter-Saturn is. There's too many rare alignments all happening, and because then we have the big rare alignment of Jupiter-Neptune coming up here in about a month and a half. So I just kind of feel like if there were to be a time for any of these very destined, fatalistic relationships, which you can call soulmate, you can call twin flame, you can call Matrix 4 come out and kind of confirm it for us as well, this would be the time for it. And then if I think it's more of an experiment where, you have your own consent to it. Right. You're not being forced through it. Or are we being forced by destiny? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I think that this is going to be the week that starts to showcase the reveal of that. And, I think the worst would be for somebody who feels like, no, I found it in a minute, and then it's not happening, and then it doesn't happen. And then, what do you do after that? That's, I think, the repercussions that a lot of people don't tell a lot of these people out there who go into this space, if it's not it, it's not it. And some people just will not let go. They'll be sitting in their room and just in crazy Neptune land, it's for sure, and then never experience any other love in their life. It's kind of sad. So
yeah,
that's a sad existence.
I agree. But if there was ever a time where it was reality, I would say that this is that sort of mystical time where really amazing bonds could show up out of nowhere. So,
booyah. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with this collective. I am feeling the cards out. Here we go. What is going on here? I pulled 2 cards at first. I pulled a Knight of Wands and a Justice card reversed. And I pulled 2 again. What is going on here? I got, as our challenge here, I got the Queen of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles in the challenge position. So we're going to be, this is kind of crazy. Oh, and our spiritual advice is the 5 of Pentacles reversed. I do like that. And how do we get through this? 10 of Cups reversed. I think this is about not having so many expectations, especially with the Justice card reversed and the Knight of Wands here. I think it's like, take your leaps, but don't be judgmental or don't have an expectation, especially seeing that 5 of Pentacles here as our outcome reversed. Like, we don't want to put ourselves in a place where we over-expect and then it doesn't show up, especially with the challenge here feeling alone. 9 of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups, not feel like we're only self-soothing ourselves and maybe wanting more, especially this is a relationship reading. Or we want somebody who just kind of wants to stay single, or they want to be on their own, and that could be a challenge. Or we feel like we're isolated from somebody. But that 10 of Cups reversed again, that is an interesting way to get through this. Is we can look at it a couple ways. I'm going to get a confirmation on how. Yeah. Stop trying to repeat the same cycles of what you think is going to finally bring you happiness that never did. With maybe somebody or some situation, or thinking that somebody will change finally their mind. I don't think that you're going to see that, especially with the challenge of a Queen of Cups and that 9 of Pentacles. So if you're expecting somebody to change their mind, definitely not happening. And especially, why do we get that Justice, 9 of Wands there? 3 of Wands reversed. I mean, I think that we have to not be afraid to keep looking out to the horizon line. We just can't be like, well, I'm done. I'm set. This is it. I think that this is not a time to be like, I'm done. I'm set. And if you are set, then you need to kind of reevaluate where it's all going. That 5 of Pentacles reversed came up with a Knight of Pentacles reversed. We can't move forward in our journeys, especially if we're wounded or we're feeling victimized or we're starting to, also, it could be trauma. I could feel like, we can always, we always blame trauma on the outside, but, a lot of trauma is blamed. You got to blame it on yourself for staying in the trauma. I think that this is getting out of our own traumatic energies, expecting people to be something or trying to change someone's mind. I don't think that that's definitely going to be the way to go this week. You shouldn't have to change somebody's mind. You shouldn't have to create some sort of big, lavish, like this is why and this is how and da 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 da. I feel like, if you're waiting on somebody to shift, this is not going to end well for you. So I think that it's more about like allowing the new doors to open. Why are you holding yourself back and being actually of disservice to yourself by not leaping into new energy that's going to make you feel better in your life? I think that you got to really take a stand for yourself in a much better place and stop licking your wounds with salt and just move on and fill those wounds up by not even them being wounds, because they're not connected anymore. I feel like a lot of cord cutting. We got the Abbey that showed up here in the Avalon deck, which is all about interconnectedness. It's all about that purpose, that serenity. I feel like, it should just feel like it's connected and it has that serenity feeling. It shouldn't be this, oh my God, I got to try to convince or I got to try to do something extreme. I like that this card is also in the middle of the night. Like, it's peaceful. It's in the middle of the night. It's holding the magical energy that's at Avalon. I do like that card. When it does come, well, are we going to, you know what? We'll use unicorns this week. I will give the unicorns their time.
It's a unicorn week for sure.
Well, the unicorns are going to get this with the Astro card. Last week it was, what was I using? Oh, the Sacred Symbols one. So we're going to get the unicorns with the Astro for this oracle, especially how to get through this challenge and what's just kind of going down here. We did get the Rose Gold Cosmic Pool, bathe in cosmic lug, soak up wisdom. Look at that owl, remembering like, hey, I'm the one with the wisdom, bitches. But everybody's all together. I feel like this interconnective energy is really coming about. And I think that there's a lot of wisdom. It's like, soak in the cosmic lug, soak up the wisdom, but bathe in it's like, if you're just going to be sitting there and just wanting to get wisdom without bathing in cosmic love, that's one thing. But I think you can bathe in cosmic love and gain wisdom, opposed to, I'm just waiting to get the understanding of things and not bathe in it. It's like almost like not taking a shower. It'd be like, I'm not going to have love, so I'm not going to take a shower. Like, you're going to spell de-love. That's like worse than BO. So I'd call that like D-Lo, like, you know what I mean? Like, you smell like D-Lo. You haven't bathed in love in a long time and you're afraid of it. Wow, Pluto card came with that transformation. I feel like this is definitely a change. I mean, it's definitely bringing up a lot of new things, but I think it's the death and the end to the same cycles of what you're hoping that somebody will change their mind or that some paradise will show up out of nowhere, although it just continues to not show up, especially about somebody who wants to do whatever they want to do that you feel this emotional connection with, but maybe they're not there, or maybe you felt alone. And if you're feeling alone and you're hoping for something to change, I mean, I think it's about allowing love in and not waiting for love to be in this certain place that continually doesn't show up. Could be the way that you're acting about love, the way that you're going about these things, the certain person, the way that you want to change your partner. Like this is definitely having to really get out of our own ways here, especially with all this Pisces energy. Our shadow stuff we got the supernatural. Yeah, it should be unexplainable. I feel miraculous, otherworldly. I don't feel like this should be a moment where it should just be the same old basic bullshit, like it's just like, if it feels like it's coming out of nowhere, if it feels like it's kind of miraculous, it's got that like outer worldly to me definitely feels like fated, then I feel like we're going to be able to walk and continue on the journey and not feel like we're victimized, but feel like we got the ultimate gift, if anything. The shadow of the shadow that I got here, what do we got for that? Ooh, to be or not to be, perchance to dream. I feel like, you know what? You have to look, if you are in a relationship, you're dating, or you're single, but you are dating or whatever. This part of you, this shadow is, do I really want this or not? Does it feel miraculous? Does it feel outer worldly? Does it feel unexplainable? Does it feel supernatural? Does it feel like there's an exciting essence to this? Well, if there isn't, I think then you're just sitting there next to a body that you have no interconnectedness with, no passion, Pluto connection, transformation in that, bathing in that rose golden love, like that, bathe in that love, baby. Bathe in that love. What does Ganesh have to say here for us today? How are we going to get the overall here from Ganesh? And then I pull what's going on with singles and if you're in a relationship here for the collective. We got splendor. I love it. It is all about enjoyment, enjoying the things in life and having the fun things in life. I think this is about stop holding back from what's going to bring you the ultimate splendor in your life. Like, that's just so stupid when you just sit there and you don't allow yourself to live the life that's going to bring you the ultimate happiness and the splendor that you really want in your life. I'm going to pull a card with that. The High Priestess. I feel like, this is definitely a good card because it does show up and say, where it is. Like, you are guided towards where the happiness is. It should feel sweet. It should feel like divine in many ways. It should feel beautiful. And you're being guided towards that splendor. Don't come up with some excuse to do that. If you're singles out there, 9 of Cups reverse. If the other person doesn't know how to be happy that you're dating, or if you're going after somebody and they're not happy within themselves, and especially if you're not happy within yourself, then nothing's going to go good. You don't want to take on an unhappy person within themselves who doesn't know how to be happy. So anybody that's really like doesn't know how to, feel good, or is like too crazy with their feelings, it could be a little bit weird. I'll give you, 3. Yeah, you want to avoid some heartbreaking situations. You got to work on your mind and you got to work on your emotional realms, and you got to be with people that are willing to do that kind of work and not be a little too manic or a little bit too depressive at the same time. If you're in a relationship, well, I think you need to get yourself out of your own head if there's other options out there. Or is there an understanding of that there are possibilities for the relationship dream-wise? Has it lost that dreamy element? Has it lost what the goal of the relationship is? I feel like there's a confusion element here of what the intention of the relationship is focused on right now. And that is the completion card, or just retransforming it into kind of this new world, but having to understand what's the target for that relationship energy now. So interesting to see. Let's go now. We are going to see what villain is the collective playing out. So all of us out there, what are we playing this kind of victim mentality about in ourselves, or are we playing the villain with? We're using the Disney villain tarot just to pick one card and see how you, what's going on here? What's going on? What villain are you playing? It could be any card. It might not even have a villain on it, but it'll help you through. This is what's self-sabotaging your shit. Oh, God. Queen of Cups, upright. And guess who it is? Dun, dun, dun. I forgot. What was her name?
Ursula?
Ursula, that's right. Ursula wanting all the feelings that she wants. Look at with her tentacles. You don't want to try and wrap your tentacles around things too much and you need to know how to take care of your own happiness itself, not try and grab everything around you or take the emotions away from everybody in the world around you at the same time. So, let's see what the Infinity Oracle has to say to finalize this here. Give us some messages that will help us understand what's going to happen this week, especially with all these big transits, Mars, Venus, sextile, Neptune. Wow. Sun and Pisces heading towards Jupiter. Venus and Mars at the 22 degree. Neptune sextile that. Oh, gosh. It's been a Saturn square my Mars day, and it's also been a moon opposing my moon opposite Uranus, which are both T-squaring to my Venus at 11 Leo. This is the end of me feeling the Uranus square my Venus for over a year. Ugh. Soon. When does Venus go 12? Shit. Or I mean Uranus go 12? Man. Okay, we got apology. Oh, wow. Autumn. What's this apology energy about? Taking a risk. What's this autumn energy about? Secret admirer. This is a little crazy to me. I feel like there's maybe some apologies that might be needed to be had, or you're going to have to take a risk no matter what. Maybe there's somebody. Secret admirers could be everything, and maybe that autumn energy is like something has. I need the tarot to get. What's up with this apology? Take a risk. The Tower reversed. Yeah, something shocking happened, but it didn't fully finish. I feel like there's some sort of apology. There's some sort of past thing. Maybe it did happen in the autumn that needs to be addressed. What's up with the secret admirer? Somebody might show up out of the woodwork you didn't know liked you, or might like you more, or might admit they like you more than you realize, and I wouldn't be too afraid of it. Astro Dice. We did get part of fortune. How weird is that? We did get Aries, and we did get it in the 7th house. I mean, we need to know exactly what relationship we need to define the kind of relationship we want in order for us to gain that in our physical reality. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah. I think, we talked about the astrology in the beginning, but it is this sort of finishing point, and I think that reading showed that it's if things don't feel magical, why are we still going through them? If things don't feel like they're taking us to the next level spiritually, why are we still in them? So we're at this point of like all these lessons we've learned, especially about love, and trying to, I think, see through the ideals and see through the visions and actually, pinpoint something, but it's a very hard spot to pinpoint. It is hard to see, but I think it can be felt. So it's about really feeling, really defining what that is in your life. Maybe it's just a certain little thing. Maybe it's a big thing, but I think we're all at a point where something's got to give if we want better connection with people in our life or happier connections. It's got to be magic right now. This is a magical time, but it's also a time of like extreme self-undoing. And I would say that's the pinnacle we're at, is like we've reached this very steep part of the mountain. Or are we going to just start rolling backwards down it? Or are we going to make moves to get to the top and, get to the dream? And we don't know maybe what's at the top or what's on the other side, but is it the dream? I think there's a faith level to it as well. And do you feel that? I think it has to be all of those things. And I think we have big decisions to make as a collective, especially around love and relationships. So.
Big time. All right. First sign. Capricorn.
Yay.
Guess Capricorns really need to hear it fast.
Sure do.
Need to hear it fast. I'm going to use, I forgot the name. I have so many decks in my life. I feel horrible. I always am like, it's like same thing with DJing. I have like 20,000, 30,000 tracks. I was like, oh my God. Oh, this is the Edgar Allan Poe deck. That's right. Capricorns. Capricorns are going to have a pretty intense week here.
No doubt. This Capricorn has Saturn square is Pluto.
Hey, bro. I have Saturn square by Mars. So.
I know, man. I know.
We're in this,
we
that's
have
the same in
Mars, Pluto
Scorpio.
conjunct.
Like, you know, it's like Mars, Pluto, or Scorpio. But both the rulers of Scorpio you and I have are being squared.
I know.
Ay. All right, let's see. What is going on for Caps this week? We got a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We got our challenge here is the Temperance card. We got this Seven of Pentacles in reversed as the overall, and our way through is the Seven of Swords reversed. You know, it's interesting. I first saw that Temperance as the challenge is like, Capricorns are really good about being patient, but I feel like you're impatient right now, Capricorn. I feel like you want things to happen and manifest quick, and that then also at the same time, it's almost like you don't really know where to invest, or you don't feel like you're being invested in. Especially that Seven of Swords reverse. It's almost like I don't think you actually know what's kind of going on. Like you don't know where people are. It's not, I don't think that there's shadiness. I almost feel like you just kind of feel like people aren't revealing themselves and you've been waiting and you're patient, but it's like you kind of want something to happen quicker. You did get the devil reversed here with that Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is coming to an end, this feeling of not being able to manifest things, but you're going to have to kind of put an end to the feeling that things aren't manifesting. I think that that's the issue. I also feel like anybody who's not really seeing the value in you, you kind of have to, I think, challenge them a little bit. I think you might be a little bit timid or afraid to kind of call somebody out or say, hey, like, do you find value in me? Instead of waiting for somebody to constantly show their value about you. I think that that's definitely maybe a fear, but I think that you're going to get to, you know, the death card's awesome. It gets you to the answer all the time. So with a reverse here, you're not getting the answer with that Queen of Pentacles. Like, are you wanting to hold this? Do you think this is great? Do you think this is good? Like, you know, I feel like it's an important thing for you to do is not be afraid of the transformation that comes from getting the answer about something. I know that the challenge is patience right now, but you need to get that. What did we get with that Seven of Pentacles reversed? We got the Page of Swords reversed, which means, again, not being able to communicate or maybe a fear of communication from both parties, yourself or the other party. But I feel like with that Seven of Swords here, I'm going to pull something with that. What did I get? I got the World card reversed. Yeah, I feel like it's like too afraid to maybe speak up or ask for more data or info that the investment's going to happen or not. There's definitely you waiting on something, just some basic information, you know, and it could be that also maybe it's hard to have conversation or it's hard to get clarity right now. But I feel like this is about you addressing things and not being so afraid to address them and get more clear on things. I know that the challenge is you want things to feel natural, but sometimes in life, you know, it's almost like, you know, an ocean pushes up against the beach and says, I'm going to start eroding. You know what I mean? So the beach goes, okay, all the clams better start moving back. You know what I mean? Like, that's life. So I think there's definitely a need to kind of get your answers more instead of sit around and wait for them. What did we get here for Avalon for you? Let's hope you didn't get a grain this week. Ready to make the Agrain shirt. You're just being a fucking Agrain, bitch. You did not. You got the White Heart, which of course is this nice steer here, which is of course the perspective, looking up in a much brighter place. You know, it's a realignment card, which I like. So I think you are realigning with getting to answers by not being afraid to, you know, get your answers here, because I think that things aren't as bad as you might think. I feel like with the Seven of Swords reversed, the Devil reversed, and it was weird because I was looking at this as the Death card, but it actually is the Devil reversed. But I almost feel like there is this kind of like, nothing bad's happening to you, or bad luck's not happening to you. I think that it's like, you're not trying hard enough. The Devil card actually in the positive is where it goes for what it wants more. could be a trap. But I feel like for you, this is a realignment and looking more positive at things and not feeling like nothing's showing up. I like this deck because look at like you know, whether it's a guy or a girl, she's fanning. She knows what she wants, right? I feel like you don't know what the other person wants, or maybe you don't know what you want. But I think that you have to get to the answer to that, or get the answer from somebody. It's okay to have this realignment that's going to go on right now for you in your life right now. As far as look, you got the soul satisfaction card. I love it. It's the 23 card. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. So I think that that's kind of what I was trying to insinuate as well with those other cards. But I feel like for you, this is a great week to really go, I need my soul satisfaction. You need to be much more clear, though, with that Seven of Swords reversed and, of course, having the World card reversed. I feel like, you know, you don't feel like the world's really showing up for you, but I feel like at the same time, you kind of have to, you know, this guy has to ask her to be part of the world to then have a baby. Like, there's a part of this thing in life of like coming together and that soul satisfaction. Who wants to have the soul satisfaction with you? I think is the big question right now in your life. Well, that just came out. It was Pisces, believing in the magic and using your intuition much more, but also maybe showcasing your soul much more to get the soul satisfaction. Maybe they're not able to see your soul, and maybe that's the issue. Maybe you have to learn how to communicate, how to be showing your soul more. When it comes to the vampire deck, to see what's going on shadow-wise here to help you out, we did get the free will, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. I think that you do need to find somebody that has a free spirit, but they aren't going to know that unless you show your free will experience. That, you know, I'm not a big free will person, but I am somebody believing in that sovereignty. And this is a 23 card too. How funny, you got two 23 cards. Watch the number 23, the movie number 23. 23 is a great number, especially a lot of athletes. This is like Kurt Gibson hitting your home run in the 88 World Series at Dodger Stadium here. But I feel like that's kind of the issue with this Page of Swords reversed, and of course that Seven of Pentacles reversed. You know, maybe you like your independence, but at the same time, maybe people don't want that. They want a relationship, you know, or maybe you want to showcase how unique you are, but you're not communicating that, or somebody's not communicating to you to be able to show yourself. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of sensitivity with that Pisces card here too, at the same token. When it comes to your shadow of the shadow, wow, you did get this one, which is the black flower fragrance. Knowing how to attract in what you want. I think that you're having issues with knowing how to use fragrances to attract the right things in, right? It's like the same energy of like knowing how to, you know, look the part, right? You're really good at that though, Capricorn. So I feel like this is a week where you're going to have to be more enticing. That's what I'm really getting, you know, like you got to learn how to get the attention, which you know how to do really well, but I almost feel like maybe that's a sensitive spot for you right now. Ganesh is saying to help you out here to get through all of your barriers and obstacles, spiritual quest. And you know what? The spiritual quest takes that. I feel like the spiritual quest card would be like a Capricorn going on a spiritual quest. Like I feel like it's taking the reins and going out on the quest, you know, to figure out your love life right now, or to go towards the things you want. I think that you're playing too safe, and it's time to take more risks right now and go on the quest, see what happens. It's part, and also just remembering it's a spiritual quest within itself automatically. Well, let's confirm that with the card here. Well, we did get the Tower card reversed. Don't be, yeah, like, I don't think that you've even come close to reaching where you want to be right now with your love life. So I think it's important for you to have a little bit more shocks, to shock people a lot more. If you're single out there, you did get the Five of Swords. You're not trying hard enough if you're single out there. Look at that. You're just cutting yourself up into pieces and not even doing a good job at it. I just saw a ghost actually in the corner. And you got a Page of Cups reversed, not expressing your emotions fully. So not trying hard enough about expressing the emotions. That's your issue. You might feel like other people aren't doing that, but you need to throw that back on yourself and realize that you're not. If you're in a relationship, Knight of Wands reversed. Well, you want your partner to be showing up more, or you're not wanting to show up for your partner anymore. You're definitely not getting all like, let's go fuck in the bathroom. Let's go. No, definitely not. What's up with that? Oh, work. Are they working too much, or are you working too much? Is this becoming the boring relationship where all you do is work and they work? And how do you address that for relationships? Oh, the Hermit. I feel like not a lot of love going on in those Cap relationship worlds right now. You're gonna have to figure out how to get some passion again going, because I feel like The flame has gone way down. That's kind of interesting. I'm sure even singles can relate to that, but I think it's easier for singles to communicate a lot more and try harder. What's going on with your oracle deck here? You got inner strength and you got karmic lessons. I think you learned to find your inner strength and not be so afraid and to make the readjustments here, not be so sensitive, get your soul satisfaction, know to be more enticing and attract more of what you want, and it will definitely go much better. Let's see what's going on. What villain card are you playing out? Oh, no. Well, you don't get no smoke. That's not, maybe
no
you're
smoke.
not. Maybe I'll fix it after, but maybe that's a sign. We're gonna find out what that sign is. What villain are you being to yourself? Maybe you're being like the secret villain. You don't even know it. You're not even aware of it. You're being the star card. You're too afraid to start over anew, and this is also the mirror on the wall that tells the truth. Maybe you think other people are better than you or better looking than you. Remember, this is the mirror that ends up showing that, no, Snow White is the fairest of them all. So this is self-worth issues of look, that you're becoming the villain, ready to go take a poison apple and kill Snow White. Uh-oh. But it's the moment. It's definitely self-worth stuff that's coming up. And you got a little confirmation from the universe there. You got the second house with Capricorn. That's exactly what I was talking about. And you got that with the sun. So this is definitely about knowing your self-worth, showing it, and being willing to have the inner strength to show your self-worth and know you're the bomb.com. Because if nobody knows unless you show it and unless you also do something about it and create something about it. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, I feel attacked by that reading.
You feel attacked?
Maybe some other people, maybe some other Cappies do too. No, I think Capricorn is really, you're really trying to put your foot forward right now, whether it's with love or whatever it is. Like, this is a time where you have to go get what you want. You have to identify with what you want, and you have to communicate it. And that's where the magic's going to happen. It's all about the expression, and you have to know your self-worth. And I know Saturn's in your second, and I know that's not the funnest place for Saturn to be. You could feel like you don't have enough money to be in a relationship, or that you're not good looking enough to be in a relationship. But this is where I think you can change your mind and get things pumped up better. I think you really need to go talk to people. You need to go be around people in your community. You need to go meet people, especially if you're single. If you're not single, this is just about the full expression of what you really want. And maybe you don't want to, maybe you don't even want a relationship. Maybe you have so much in your first, you're just worrying about you and what you can handle in your life. Like, maybe it was the work thing. Maybe work's more important. I mean, whatever it is right now, you have to identify with it and speak up for what that is. And that's where things are going to, be better. But you don't want to miss out by not communicating or not knowing your worth or not even just being strong mentally about what it is you want. And I think that's where the great gift is that's building up for you right now, is the moment you get your mind on track with the direction you're actually trying to go, you're going to get what you want, and it's going to manifest. So good luck.
Yeah, you got this one, Capricorn. I think it's not as bad as you think out there. You know what I mean? All right, let's see who's next here. Sag. Well, we're going very weird directions here. Very, very weird. And I'm feeling the rock and gold deck here. Yeah. Saggy waggy. This deck's definitely been through a lot, which I like. I like this. And you can see I am shuffling. Sages always don't believe that I'm shuffling enough for them. You notice I'm using different decks on every reading. I'll probably swap between 3 or 4 decks tonight. What do we got here for them? Sages. You got a 5 of Pentacles reverse. That's a good sign here. You got a 2 of Swords in reverse as your challenge. You got a 4 of Cups as your overall, and you went your way through this as a Knight of Cups. I think that, you know what, you need to realize that you're your own worst enemy here, especially with what you want. I feel like you're on the fence. There's nothing real. I think that you had some bad shit happen, sure. People not respect you, sure. But I think that you're kind of sitting, I mean, 2 of Swords reverse, the challenge here is like, you are clear, but you're still, I think, I hate this card in love. This is the card that just, this is the person that just sits and doesn't make a decision. The gift's there, but no, I don't know. Let me just keep observing the emotion. Let me just keep seeing. Maybe that's where you're at in your life. Maybe you're just at a spot right now in your life where you're just kind of observing, but the way through this is you do need to move forward emotionally. This Knight of Cups gives the confidence to move forward. It might be slow, but it's like, hey, at least I'm doing something to move forward. And especially this challenge here, it's not about indecision. I think that you don't even know why you're just sitting and observing. We're about to find out. I think that you don't want to go through shitty relationships or people that don't have good self-worth or people that try to control you, especially with your values. Or let's see why. What's up with you? Oh, the High Priestess reversed. Huh. I think in the past you weren't listening to your intuition, and I think that, it's time for you to trust your intuition more. I think that, your intuition's been telling you, yeah, this is making me feel like I'm getting a shit end of the stick, and I think that you didn't listen to that for so long, and I think that's creating a lot of indecision for you. It's like because you, didn't listen to your intuition, and now it's telling you to do something, and now you're going to do the same thing again? Don't repeat that same pattern. What's going on with that? What's going on with this 2 of Swords reverse? What is this decision that having the best ever, the Empress, the ultimate love? Look at the Venus right there. Oh, come on, Sag. The good shit's waiting for you, but you're just sitting there, and I think you're running from past traumatic situations where your intuition gave you the red flags and you didn't listen to them. Are you going to do that again when the green flags are up and now you're looking at them as red? That's like the evil queen in fucking Alice in Wonderland, like painting the roses red when they're white. You got an Ace of Wands, like, come on, it's time to fuck. It's like the universe is trying to nudge you to do something here about something that you find really exciting or that you really want to have, and I feel like you just don't know what to do, or definitely leaving something that, that you don't know what, but the red flags are extremely there, and there's these green flags showing up, and you're kind of just, I don't know, that's a little scary. It's okay. I'm with you. This is like your best reading in a long time. It was 10,000 years ago the last time I gave you a good reading, if you remember. It was near the end of Atlantis. I think I was pulling the last card and all of Atlantis fell. So sorry, Sag, but I'm back, and we're not going to do that to you now. Well, you got the Abbey, which is kind of interesting. So I think that there is that place of serenity, but it's about finding that interconnectedness. You can't be disconnected right now. Not going to work good, or keep interconnecting to things that aren't feeling good, or especially the red flags are up. This is definitely a red flag thing. When I see the High Priestess and the 5 of Pentacles reversed, it's the ultimate of red flags. Like, you better pay attention. Like, it's not going good, but they're reversed. So it's like, you can avoid that now, or you just are going into that and like, no, and then you're playing it on me. I'll be okay, fuck you. And it's like, okay, good luck. The red flags are there. Again, I think that the red flags are about green flags. Like, why are you avoiding the green flags? Whether you got to leave something or you got to go into something because you're single and new. Like, I think that that's where we're at with that. Let's see what these unicorns have to say. I mean, they try to be centaurs, right? But they're not really good centaurs, right, Sag? Well, you got the Cosmic Emerald. You can buy it at the sex store for $9.99. It vibrates. Cosmic Emerald. Create perfect health, access, divine vibration. No, I'm saying abundance. It's time to access your divine abundance. I feel like you are afraid of that, which is what that Empress is, divine abundance. That's actually the best description I've ever thought about for the Empress, is divine abundance. But this is your challenge section. You're too afraid to move into your divine abundance, and you're sitting there acting like you don't know what to do when there's nothing stopping you except your own head. The blindfold's off. It's not like you're blind spiritually. What came up here for Sages with the Astro? You got the mind. Yeah, this is definitely communication or seeing much more stimulating energy, but also at the same time not being stuck in your head. I think that that's part of the, like to access it, you have to finally make a decision. I want to access this, and I have made that choice in my mind instead of you questioning, should I have divine access to abundance and vibration? Then sitting there with a vibrator. I don't know what that would be like, but sitting there with a vibrator and having it on off. And just looking at it. And then starting to find a mind of its own and starting to look at you like, what the fuck are you doing? The batteries are working. They're full. Plug it in. It's plugged in. Oh, you know what I've been forgetting to pull up about people's sex lives? Oh, we got the jealousy card here. Are you afraid that leaving somebody there is going to create a lot of jealousy, envy, punishment, changing course? Or do you feel like you're afraid of people being jealous and getting weird because of the past? It's one of those two. I don't care where it is, but that's where it's at. You've been dealing with a jealous partner or a jealous person you've been dating, or you've dealt with it extremely in the past, and so you're so afraid of somebody turning into that into your future right now. Or you're jealous of somebody that you want to be with and that you want to envy him. Like, you're like, that fucking chick has the dude, and oh my God, the life. Well, you could have that too. You just got to do something about it. Your challenge is the masquerade. You're putting up a mask. You're not showing anybody what you want. And this Ace of Wands here is saying you need to start a new course and show. I mean, and I like this because look at this, especially if you were using the original tarot, like Rider-Waite, like, look at that. Like, both hands are coming out from God with the gift of motion and a fire. But here you are with the mask on. No, I don't know what I want, or playing too hard to get, or I don't know if I want to start something passionate and exciting. This is fear of jealousy from past, or fear of people that punished you in the past, or somebody's currently punishing you and you're trying to hide it. You don't want people to know. Calling it out. Calling it out. What's going on with Ganesh to help you out here? Ganesh. Did I have a light go out? I just had lights go out. There they are. What is going on here with Ganesh? Guidance 33. I mean, you're being guided by God, by all the, whether you want to call these angels, spirit guides, you're being guided. It's the 33 card. You got this High Priestess reversed here with this 5 of Pentacles. You can finally end the suffering by finally following your intuition and where your guides are trying to tell you to go. But if you're going to avoid that, not looking too hot for you in that place, and just to have it. Oh, the Lovers reversed. Yeah, you're getting guided about what to end and stop trying to create love with. And then also missing the opportunities of the real love that's possible for you, which is definitely much more new, and you're contemplating this too much with that four of Cups here and that Ace of Wands. It's like you're still having attachment issues and you're trying to hide that and act like everything's okay. Yeah, right. You're right. If you're single out there, yeah, nothing to be afraid of to make the decision that you really want to, especially about love. Especially don't put up walls and have all these irrational fears. Or act like, well, I don't know, I haven't maybe been paying attention because it could go really bad. No, you have been. Yeah, you have. Yeah, and you don't have the strength to really take on the good shit because your irrational fears that really are not there. So come on, you got this. If you're in a relationship, oh, this is a big relationship, it's a soulmate situation here. There's a really strong tie, strong bond. What's going on with this? The cycle that never stops with its problems that you keep avoiding. You just keep this is a cycle that you have to figure out what the fuck. Are you going to continue doing this over and over? And it could be going on 40, 50, 60 years. I don't care. But it's not been working. Yep. You're not feeling hot from it. You're not feeling good. This is also when there's a loss of attraction whenever I see a 9 of Pentacles reversed, with a 2 of Cups, with a 10 of Swords reversed. Like these are these are problems that you just continue to have about not really feeling in yourself. Almost feel like you're almost being, especially, I'm going to be honest, that jealousy card, almost that's like very controlling, that you know, doesn't want you to feel independent and beautiful and great. So I would be careful of that. When it comes to the sex lives of all Sages, you guys got the devil. You guys are definitely needing some fucking hot shit. Oh my God. Or you're stuck in some really dark shit, but I feel like you're too addicted to maybe the wrong person, or that could come up too. What did you get here for your oracle? That's just kind of vivid dreams. I think that there are dreams that are very vivid to you to come real. Life-changing decision. I knew it, Sag. Jeez, we're about to find out, Sag, what villain you have been playing that is breaking up your whole love that you could be having this week. So let's see what's going on with you, Sag. What villain are you playing? We're using the Disney villains deck to find out what villain, what has been self-sabotaging yourself. This is the card that you are playing that self-sabotages yourself this week. And you don't want to do that anymore. This is what you're trying to get rid of. Oh, gosh. There's a lot of Little Mermaid stuff coming up, but it's true love card. You're the villain in a not true love story, or too afraid to have the real true love story. Life-changing decision. Vivid dreams that you're too afraid to go towards. It's like Sag. Sag. Wow. You got the moon card here, or the moon dice. You got second house. So this is some emotional self-worth issues in Virgo. Oh, you better get specific on having the better life that you want and having and creating it. But I think that you need to get down to the details of what it is. And you also have to have some self-confidence about the reality that you want to have. You have to realize it's possible. And you have to really emotionally want that change in that reality, that physical change in the reality. Maybe you're too addicted to feeling only valuable by having something because of the way that the life is, but it's really boring and mundane. Are you going to get out of the mundane and have something that's exciting and changeable and of quality? Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, astrologically, Sag, I completely agree. Got a lot going on in self-worth and deep emotional houses. Your second house has a lot of Capricorn going on still with Venus and Mars, and they're at 22, and they're heading towards Pluto, so it's getting more intense when it comes to self-worth, and they're making good aspects over to Neptune, of course, in your fourth. But this is like deep emotional self-worth stuff, and that's how you're going to get the connection you want, and that's how you're going to get the things that are the best. But you have to know, like, your relationship to self right now is the most important thing that's going to attract in whatever it is that you want to manifest. And I think it's like deep security stuff that if you can get that and feel it and be grounded in it, that you're actually going to be able to move forward very well. And you don't want to overlook your own stuff by trying to please someone else right now. This is really a focus on self to get what you want. So don't let other people kind of guide you right now. This is where you got to be like, no, I need this because I want it. This is going to be the best of my life. And, gosh, that fourth house is getting a big makeover, so.
But stop hoarding the shit show and saying I still need it.
Yeah.
That's Pluto's second house issues. Holy shit. Oh no, I'm going to keep staying. It'll eventually change. I'm sorry, but the corn on the farm never was corn. It'll turn into corn. No, it won't. Sag's hardest lesson is their next sign over, Capricorn. Like, if you're going to have something, it better be the fucking top of the top. Or else, then it's not worth the journey. If you're a Sag, it's just like, well, we're going to Bali. I'm taking the cheapest flight. Not going to be a nice journey. So, you can learn a lot through astrology and just knowing the houses. But Sages they're the hoarders of people right now. Aries is next. It's like, can I turn my partner into a handbag and carry it with me anywhere? fucking and still see somebody else and put the hand back outside and be like, oh, I'm just going in to see my friends real quick. Oh shit. Did I just say that?
Sure did.
All right, Aries. Well, just give you this normal tarot here. I'm just feeling this deck for Aries right now. Remember, this is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, Aries Moon. You can apply it to your Venus if you want, for all the signs that we do. Although, you know, I don't really use it for Venus, like, you know what I mean? Do you, Brian? Like, do you? I always just think, and even Moon is a little stretching it.
Oh, horoscopes? Yeah, I just sun and rising pretty much for
Yeah,
me.
me too. It's like, now you can see it playing out on the Moon, but I use different types of different progressions and stuff in my own Moon and where that's going, and, you know. People forget about that stuff.
Right.
And the Moon's where we could be very illusionary as well, you know, before Neptune was found. So, I almost like don't want to be like, yeah, this is your Moon sign. Like, this is where you're delusional and in the illusion. All right, let's see what's going on, Aries. I just did a nice, you got 2 of Wands up right here as your overall, or as your start of this. So you got the Fool card as your challenge here. You got a 6 of Cups as your overall, and your spiritual advice is the 10 of Swords reversed. This is coming up a lot, 10 of Swords reversed. I think the problem here, Aries, is continuing the same path of feeling kind of dumb. Like, what are you doing dumb here? I mean, you do know what you want, but I don't feel like you're getting it. I mean, you will get there, but I think there's a problem here of like knowing, okay, this is what I want, but then it's going to be glorious. And then it's just like, the same pattern is coming up. We're going to have to find out what that is. 3 of Wands. I think that you're too afraid to really go for what you really want. I think that you're too afraid to really take that journey, that what it takes to get on that journey. What's going on with this Fool? Too afraid to say exactly what you want here. That's the pattern. Or let people know. Or you're just like, yeah. Or I think you're playing the whole like, I know what I want, but I got to put it on hold. Like maybe you're taking journeys to find what you want, and that's your problem. When you already know what you want. It's that 6 of, oh yeah, the Magician reversed. You're waiting for the perfect timing of like too perfect timing. A Magician reversed here with the 6 of Cups is like, I will only do magic when the rainbows are out and everything's perfect and the weather's just right and I farted just the right amount of times today. It's like, and my health is exactly the way I want it and this is exactly the way. It's like, that's your problem, Aries. You're looking for this perfect thing for every moment. And you know what? It's in whatever the moment is. Not everything's ever going to be perfect. I think that's the Fool in you, waiting for this same like exciting moment. I think that you're ready for it, but you put up blocks and you're waiting for the right timings and this 2 to 3 of Wands is crazy. It's about the Sun card. You know exactly what you want. Stop going on this like, I got to search the world to find it. But I think that you're a fool because I think that you're too afraid to really speak up about what it is. And I think that you're also waiting for this like perfect moment or when I'm at that place or when we're at that perfect time. 6 of fucking Cups with a Magician reversed is a magician that will only come out and do its magic, kind of like a clown only at a kid's birthday party. And I think that's the Fool within you. It's like, sorry to say, people aren't going to wait for you for that. And they might not even like you in that moment. Right? Because then you're going to be like, well, now it's not the right time anymore to see you. Like, what? It's not like every day there's clowns that are ordered at kids' fucking shit. You did get the Nimue, which is, of course, the card of respect, and it is the card of opportunity. But it also is self-esteem, And it is the card of confidence. So I think that, you know what, it's time to have that confidence, time to build that self-esteem. It's time for the opportunities already of what you want, especially, you know, I think for you, it's like the respect is you giving yourself respect for going for the kind of love and the happiness that you want, especially with this sun card here. This is fucking awesome. This area is not looking too hot. This area is looking like you are missing out. The freedom of truth. Wow. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Look at that Page of Wands there, that Fool card, but that it's like that's your pattern. You're not really letting somebody know what you really want. And I think it's not somebody that you've been talking to constantly. I feel like there's been this inconsistency of you showing up, or you might be projecting that they're not showing up, but that's your issue, not theirs. You got to kind of, I think, you're expecting respect, but you're not showing respect by showing up to who you really want or what you really want to say. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. That's what you got to do now. I think that you're playing this whole naive, I don't know. And this worries me the most. The Magician reverse with the Six of Cups reverse. Like it's only magic when it's the most beautiful setting. Like, I'm only going to do anything once they end restrictions. It's like, I'm only going to breathe when they end restrictions. Oh my God. I'm only going to eat if it's this and this and that only. Like, that's it. No, nothing else. No. What's going on with your shadow here underneath this? Aries. Natural, authentic, real, organic. It's time for your real self to come out. I feel like, I'm not saying you're fake. I'm just, oh, am I going to call you fake ass bitch right now, Aries? Possibly. You're playing too fucking, oh, you know what you're playing? You're playing like the ideological Instagram spiritual person probably. Like, yes, when it's love and light and the perfect moment and we're here doing meditation and it'll be the perfect moment for me to find my peace with God. Oh, so only at that moment you find God? Only that moment you find love? Only that moment you go for the things that you want in your life? That's your problem. You're waiting on, then you're going to miss out if you just keep waiting. Trying to take these trips to find journeys. You're going on journeys. What are you taking journeys? You're going on some journey right now? You're going on some quest? Not going to find what you want. You already have. It's like, it reminds me of The Alchemist. The treasure's underneath you the whole time. I think that you're revealing that there's a buried treasure that you know about that you are missing out on. What's your shadow? The shadow. Oh, the bride in a cage. That's your problem. You're just locking yourself up. Not showing what you really want. I mean, I'm getting more clarity on this. I can't even get any more clarification. It just keeps showing up that you really want to be with some person or some situation that you really want to do, and you're not doing it, and you're just like, man. What does Ganesh have to say about this? Achievement. It's time to, you know what? Achievement is reaching for it. Gotta go for it. But to achieve it means that you took some sort of action towards it to achieve. Like, that's what Ganesh wanted. Ganesh wanted a pair of twins that were down. Okay. You're going to have that. Whatever it is that you, whatever it is that you're into. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, hey, Ganesh is a little bit of a fucking wild one. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that. 8 of Cups. I feel like you've walked away from something that maybe you shouldn't have walked away from, or you thought they walked away, or it's never even reached its full potential yet. I feel like it's something that you feel like it could reach its full potential, but I feel like you walked away. But the universe is telling you maybe to relook at this. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's some sort of treasure, some buried treasure waiting for you that you are you forgot about. Maybe you were distracted on fucktards. If you are in a single, King of Pentacles, somebody who knows their value, knows their worth. That's what you need here with this Nimue card. And with the sun that sees the ultimate value in you and knows what to do with you. I mean, it's almost like knows what to do with the relationship, knows what to do with like the kind of person that you are and appreciates that. Yeah. And I feel like you didn't trust them and they're actually more trustworthy than you think. If you're in a relationship, oh, it's time to get away from the devil. Oh my God, with the Five of Pentacles. Either you're being the devil and controlling to them and playing your victim on them and you need to stop that shit, or you're dealing with the devil and you need to get the fuck away. Big time. In your sex life, the moon, you're not emotionally fucking expressing yourself, or your partner is not, or the person that you want to be with, you're not expressing the feelings that you really want to have, and that's what's causing your sex. So it can be really intense sex, but it really is also no sex at all because there's no emotion coming out and you need to like bring it up to the surface. Or it's having sex at night. What does this oracle say for you, Aries? I'm rooting for you, Aries. I feel like this is a big moment for you here. These are a lot of good things, but kind of missing out on something huge here. Oh, you pulled the soulmate card. And speaking your truth, you need to let a soulmate know what your truth is. I feel like this isn't somebody that you've been talking to of recent. I feel like they're from your past and you forgot about them. Or you need to let your soulmate, if you're in a relationship, know and speak your truth about some things that you've been doing wrong or some things that you're not liking. But that Eight of Cups sitting on that achievement card there in reverse saying you have not achieved what you needed to. We'll give you, what's a sign? What's a sign of the person that it will be? They're sad. If you were to ask them if they're sad about what happened, they would be sad, but they'd be like, but I got over it. And I thought you got over it.
What villain?
What?
What villain?
That's right. What villain are you, Aries? Oh,
they have to know.
I should just say the magician that just doesn't, oh, just only when it's perfect. How boring would that be? Ten of Cups reversed, that you don't believe the dream life is possible and you're avoiding that and you're thinking, oh, no, I can't have that. Bunch of cups upside down, the Ten of Cups. Your astro dice are Aries. Wow, with Ceres in the fifth. It's time to build what you really want and go after what you want and start fucking building. I feel like you're just not showcasing your heart enough, and nothing can be built in life or be created in life or go towards anything in life if you're not going to showcase your heart. You pulled the Sun card too. And that moon is your sex card? Geez, Merry Christmas. Stop suppressing yourself from what you really want sexually. All right, back to you, Brian.
All right, Aries. Well, I think you're trying to reach really high right now. I think there's a lot that you're trying to go after. And is love a priority? I think that's something you need to ask yourself. Are you just going after the mission? Are you just going after love? This is a good time to figure that out. But you also have a lot going on in the 12th house. So there's things that are ending right now. And if you're striving for perfection, if your goals are surrounded by perfection, or if love is surrounded by perfection, you're going to be beating your head up against a wall. So you have to surrender, you have to let go, but you also have to know what you want and know your worth and keep striving further and further and further. And that's where the magic, whatever it is you're looking for, is going to show up in your life. But it does take persistence. It does take knowing what you need to go after. So it takes something. It doesn't take an ideal of perfection, but it takes one foot in front of the other. And I think knowing that if you want to get to the top and you want someone else to be there with you, they have to want to get to the top too also. But it can't be an ideal about the perfect way right now, or you're going to be very confused, and that's not going to get you to what you're looking for right now. So it's a big time for you, Aries, and I think you're closing a lot of chapters so that you can go higher and farther with love or whatever it is in life that you really want. So best of luck to you.
I think the 12th house stuff with the Jupiter and Neptune comes up a lot. That's the soulmate stuff, the karmic stuff. And it's not perfect. I almost feel like looking at your past or just looking at how things have come, something that 8 of Cups reversed. Trying to walk away from something that maybe it's having to make you turn around and realize something. That's what I'm saying. Look into your past. Things are not perfect, but things happen for a reason. No matter how weird or twisted they looked, there were some good memories there with that 6 of Cups there, but there's that Magician reversed. No, that can't happen.
Yeah, 100%.
So you are going into that ultimate surrender mode, and if anything, you kind of need the help. All that fucking 12th house shit. You're not going to be able to get to your ultimate goal trying to do it alone. All right. Who's next? Aquarius. Aquarius time. For Aquarians, you know what? We're going to use the Golden Tarot. That Golden Tarot. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, that was the first tarot deck I ever bought.
Was it?
Yeah, before I even knew who you were.
I've bought many of this deck.
I know, it's funny. I heard you say that was your favorite tarot deck back in the day, and I was like, wow, that was the first one I ever bought. Found me.
That's crazy. Yeah, even me buying the most decks for people, just like, is this deck too? Like, I'll just be like, hey, at Amazon, like, what's your address? I'm sending you this deck. Like, if I had to pick one deck, it would be this deck.
It's a good one.
I think it's one of the best ones. I think it shows all the tarot the right way. I like the way that, I mean, once they get worn out, they get worn out, but they, but you know, it's one of those things that I feel has always been like a deck that I've always just connected with the most. And they do shuffle a little, they shuffle better on their side, but they are, I think the meaning behind them and the way that they're expressed and the beauty of them, and they last a long time too.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like this deck a lot. All right, let's see what's going on with the Aquarians out there. It's not your birthday no more, so I hope you had a good birthday. Pulled the 5 of Wands in reversed. Pulled the Devil card here as your challenge. Pulled the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here as your overall, and you pulled the Judgment in reversed. Well, well, well. I mean, 5 of Wands reverse is definitely too afraid to kind of show up to the game here, or not putting enough effort in. Challenge here is the Devil card, but with the Judgment reversed, I almost feel like maybe you're too afraid of somebody being too dark when maybe they're not. Maybe you're judging about somebody and you're missing out on something. 9 of Pentacles in reverse too. It's like you're stuck, not moving. Why is that? What are you not trying hard enough for? King of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Pentacles knows what it wants. I feel like you know what you want, and you want something really bad. I mean, the King of Pentacles definitely has all the fucking coins, has all the pentacles. I don't see any water here. It's all pentacles and wands. And so it's with 2 major arcana in your challenge. This is going to help us out a lot, but we're not there yet. So why are you not going for more of what you want a little bit harder? Maybe you're feeling like somebody else isn't coming at you hard enough, but it's going to be with you. What is that? Why? I'll give you a 9 of Swords reverse. Yeah, that's definitely not going after something hard enough. Or you know what? Maybe you're wanting them to kind of show up and save you, or show up kind of like the knight in shining armor, but I feel like it's you that needs to try and understand. Or maybe you're blocking that. What's going on with this Judgment with this Devil card? The Judgment reverse, by the way. That's not looking, it's like this is the way through the Devil, is maybe you're judging somebody and thinking they're bad when they're really not. 3 of Coins and 3 Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's like with the 5 of Wands reversed, I feel like it's time for you to start creating things together, seeing where things go. But what's up, Aquarius? Why are you I don't know. I mean, with this Knight of Pentacles reversed, that's the most stuck card of not moving anywhere physically. And we got more Pentacles here. What's going on with this? Queen of Cups. Well, are you nursing yourself to make yourself feel happy? But you feel stuck? I almost feel like you desperately want emotion. This is the only cup I see here. And you want to feel that embrace and that emotional connection, but you've got to not be afraid to see what it's going to do to change your life. Knight of Pentacles continues on the journey, and the journey always changes the longer we go along the road. I feel like I have not got the answer, though, of this devil with this judgment reversed with the Three of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Temperance reversed. This is just showing all sorts of, like completely kind of misreading a situation and the value of something and holding somebody as like, I don't know about them. They might have a dark energy. Maybe they don't. And that causes sorrow. If it's somebody from the past, I would definitely, be like, maybe things have changed. Maybe you think, it's almost unnatural for you to see things change. It's almost like you always try to predict how things are, but it's you not showing up for what you want and not going after it at all. Knight of Swords is the fastest card, but you got it reversed. That's slow. So you're really taking your time here. We're going to need some more answers here from the Oracle here. What's going on here? Why are you agreeing? Oh my God, you are agreeing again. How did you? I thought we were doing well, Aquarius. I thought you were doing so well. And then what the fuck? You just pulled a grain?
No way.
You just up in the tower, not even looking outside, playing with the dog, being a good mom, the motherhood, the acceptance of the shitty place. But it is feminine power. It is fucking beauty. But you're no. What are you doing? Remember, when I was in Camelot, I heard about a grain once, and that was it. We all knew she was the lady in the tower who just played the old lady and just held her dog and looked at the window. But didn't even look out the window. I thought she was like a character. I thought that they were turning maybe Camelot into like Disneyland for a second. I was asking Arthur, I was like, hey, bro, I was like, what's up with that girl up there that's like not even looking out the window? Is she an animatron? Oh, no, that's a grain. I'm like, oh, she didn't like to go on adventures? No. I'm like, okay. So you're afraid of the adventure of your life changing. You pulled a grain now twice this month.
That's crazy.
I know. And I was shocked. Like, at least I have my receipts. It's not like I'm purposely doing this. You pulled a grain. Why did you pull a grain? I'm going to ask. Why did you pull a grain? The sun, you know what? It's time for you to go out and play instead of being... That's so opposite. The kid doesn't want to be held. The dog doesn't want to be held. It wants you to be opposite. You ride on the horse. How weird is that? That's fucking a trip. All right, a grain. I can call you a grain for the rest of this one. Yeah, I'm looking for a grain.
Haven't seen her.
Oh, she won't answer the door, and she won't look out the window. We actually don't even know if she's alive or breathes air. Well, I'm here from the Biden administration to administer her shot.
No, we saw someone deliver her dog food. She's up there.
What are you going to do, Grain? You're just going to sit there and just like let things happen and not do anything and just be the one that is the observer that's not even observing? Checked out? This is where there's a lot about missing out right now across the whole zodiac, but are you going to really miss out right now? Oh, man. I hope not. What's going on? Where do we go? Oh, here we go. Let's see if the unicorns can help you out through this dark. I feel like a grain feels like, you know what? I think a grain feels like she got fucked over by a guy who left her with a dog. And so she feels like it's her duty to just forever, with this devil in the challenge position, be like, no, they're always bad. They're always bad. You got enlightenment. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. Yeah. Judgment reversed. The devil. I think that, this is you getting over this whole devil thing and darkness and sorrow and we can't build anything. There's other people and shut the fuck up. We're erasing all those and bringing that. See the divine in everyone and look at, you can go towards anything that you want. There's an aha moment here that you've been holding yourself back, especially with a sun card on a grain. I don't even think a grain has a tan.
I saw someone in the chat say that Igraine was Arthur's mom.
Is whose mom?
Arthur. Is that true?
Is that real?
I don't know. Is it?
Well, Igraine's mom was really boring. Arthur's mom was really boring. She didn't even participate much. She just watched her son fuck it all up. Hold on, I dropped a card.
Oh my gosh, it was the mother of King Arthur.
Yep.
All right. Fact checkers.
I was too busy playing with Guinevere, so I think I probably wanted to stay away from her
You
mother-in-law.
probably weren't hanging out with Arthur's
No
mom.
wonder I didn't like Igraine. No wonder I was like, oh yeah, that's my bitch's fucking mother-in-law. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, yeah, like she just sits in the tower. What a fucking weirdo. And me and Gwen used to make fun of her, like, oh my god, what a fucking like sorry ass bitch. Oh man. Aquarius, you got to get out of this one. 5 of Wands. Igraine doesn't show up and do much. Time to get that sun card there, and you got that enlightenment there. But we'll pull up with your astro fucking cards here. Yeah, it's time to get intense. It's time to get to the passion. It's time to get to the core here. Time to make the change. You can't be scared. You gotta have to face your fears here. There's a lot of fears of change. You're going for what you want, especially with Pluto here and Mars and Venus on their way. Oh man. Oh, Igraine. Ooh, you got the witness card. To know personal evidence, to speak out. Yep. It's time. It's time for you to speak out. You have to experience things to have personal evidence. You just can't be sitting in the window like Igraine. I'm watching my son fuck up Camelot and to get it destroyed. I don't even want to look outside anymore. Like, this reminds me of like a badass Aquarius, and this reminds me of like the checked out Aquarius, huh? Right? And that like that's the good and the shadow, right?
100%.
Right? You're either this badass bitch, like fuck you out, or you're the fucking aloof that's like, you're really just sitting there playing with your dog? Like, the dog probably wants to go run around and poop, like, not in the same... You probably have... Igraine probably has pads for the dog.
Maybe
it doesn't even let the dog run outside. Just wants to sit there.
A dog cup.
That's fucking weird. Brought back old memories of, like, Igraine. The dog never left. Then it was actually a stuffed dog at one point. But, you know, she would ask the court to bring, like, you know, just like animal skin, and that would, like, the dog would go on it for like months, and then it would get fleas, and she spread disease. Oh, you got the black, wow, you got the black flower fragrance. Yeah, I feel like, you know what, you need to put that attractive energy out there. Look at that. That's double attraction that you need to bring out. And you know what, Igraine just... Igraine is a migraine. So if you're having migraines or headaches or anything like that, probably it's from you're not showcasing your attractiveness and drawing in what you really want, which is emotion, and to get the show back on the road and moving forward into something instead of being so afraid of moving into something new and different. Ganesh. What does Ganesh have to say here? Ganesh. Belonging. You need to belong to something. You need to just join the crowd here. You need to find where your belonging is. You need to be more in the world or in what you want to have. That's the transformation. Can't be out there all alone in your spaceship. No, 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 no. Well, if you are, well, let's see. What are you belonging to? Oh, yeah. Look at the marriage card, the celebration card. It's time to go. You got to get out so you can start to celebrate something, because a grain doesn't go out and celebrate. Let me tell you, she'll look from the window and say she's watching, but she ain't watching. There's no TV. You know what I mean? It's just like staring into the wall. Watching paint dry.
Castle wall grow moss.
Yeah, like there's actually no paint, but you're like waiting. You're going to wait like 300 more years until paint comes out. What's going on if you're single out there? Single Aquarians. Wheel of Fortune. You got a fortunate moment here. The wheel is turning. You got to let it turn. It's you can't hold it back. Like, oh, it feels like some massive fortune showing up here. Fate. The wheel of fate. It's moving, but you can't try and stop it. Wow, with an Ace of Pentacles. A whole new opportunity of something beautiful and great and graceful and loving and happy. And changing your physical reality is in your single life now. So, geez, there's a door opening for you. You better fucking take it and see what's there. If you're in a relationship, well, maybe it's been a bad relationship lately that you're finally getting out of feeling stuck, or somebody who's been controlling you in your relationship, or somebody who's not really been there, but you're getting out of your toxic mind, toxic head. But you got a Queen of Swords reversed. I feel like you really have no idea where you're at. So there's definitely some hard conversations that need to be had that you have not been expressing. You've been a grain. You know, and there's no clarity right now. And I feel that you need to get clarity. At least I think that you're finally able to get clarity, because you've been kind of stuck in your head. Your sex life. Wow. 10 of Cups. Look at that. That's the ultimate here. So if it's not the golden showers of rainbow, this is the ultimate card of happiness, family, love, and everything here. Should feel like that. But if you're not getting that in a relationship, or you're not opening the door of some sort of fated new situation or fate that's coming to move things to create something, it should feel like that. Look at that with the marriage card right there. Maybe a grain's not going to be a grain anymore. Maybe. But let's wait, before we do the villain.
In 3 weeks, she transformed into Arthur's mom. So,
It took 3 weeks?
transformation's happening.
That's all? It took 3 weeks?
Yeah, it was two. This is the third week. It wasn't last week, but the week before that it was a grain frenzy.
Yeah, I almost feel like something good showing up and they don't know what to do. So they're like going back to their default, because they are Aquarians are computers, right? So they go like default, safe setting. It's like, no, don't do that this time. Can't go back to your defaults. You're going to have to make your own adjustments. You're waiting on other people, but I think that it's you that needs to make the changes here. Too many reversals, too many Five of Wands. You got to show up to the game and play. You know what I mean? Like, union, holy shit. And speaking your truth, you need to speak the truth up about what you want to say, especially. This is a time about, is the union truthful, or are you going to show up for the union? I mean, especially on the relationship side, speaking your truth about that. Then here on the union side, sacred union shit, fated union shit. Wow. Let's see what villain you are. What villain are you playing out right now, Aquarius, in your life? It's time to find out. From looking at the villain Disney tarot and seeing this is your subconscious issue that you just keep doing, especially right now this week, that we're going to help you see that you need to remove from your life. This villain is not working out good for you, whatever this card is. What do we get? We got Lucifer. 5 of Swords. I think that you're putting too much effort in the wrong directions, especially chasing after, or just like 5 of Swords, especially with Lucifer, he's just chasing after the fucking, the mice the whole time. I think that for you, I think that your issue is that with the 5 of Wands reversed here, like your villain is, you're saying that you don't have enough time, or you're putting too much energy in things that are really not going to give you the good shit. All right, so You did pull the sun. Wow. 10th house or 11th house. Leo. Yeah, it's time to go. You have to go into a new world that's different than your normal to find love. And it's time to light up your life. It's your opposite, the sun in Leo, but it's in your house. So it's like, that's kind of weird. But a sun in Leo on the 11th is a little hard because it's like, you're going to have to really bring who you are out, and everybody's going to have to see it and showcase it. And you can't just be up there in the tower all alone like a grain. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Aquarius. Well, there was a little transformation there. That was kind of changed a grain to me a little bit, seeing her as Arthur's mom. But still, looking at Moss Girl on a castle wall isn't going to get you anywhere, especially with love. And there can be a lot of dreams around love, especially with Mars and Venus in your 12th house. And I know you've gone through a lot of 12th house stuff, but this is ending cycles of relationships that weren't passionate or dreamy or magical. And I think that you have to know your worth to get there. And you can't overlook your worth. You have to really stand strong, stand firm, and you know, your capacity to create good relationships, capacity to create healthy, abundant relationships. Out of all the signs, Jupiter and Neptune in your 2nd house, I mean, talk about abundance coming out of nowhere. Is it love? Maybe it's part of a transformation that brings that in. You know, so I think that you're at a place where you're really finding what you really want and not going back into the old and not staring at moss grow and getting out of the castle and shining your light, because this is a time for Aquarians to really break out. And that's kind of what you're here to do anyways, is kind of rebel and break out. And in that breakout, in that uniqueness, you create the magic. And that's where you're so special. And I think it's a time to remember that and to go create those experiences in your life.
Yeah, this is kind of intense because I feel for you, a better understanding would be, no wonder I always looked at a grain weird. I didn't want to fuck fucking my chick's fucking mother-in-law. Like, I almost feel like there's that weird thing where you're looking at things really weird and putting yourself in weird positions that you don't have to, because you're having to go through new things. I think that you said it best though, Brian. Like, it's time to get out. Like, who got all these planets in Aquarius during these times? You did. Taurus. Not Taurus. Taurus got it in their 10th house, so. Aquarius risings, man. Now on Taurus risings, you know what I'm going to use? Actually, we're not using that deck. Just that was a sign. I was like, we're going to use fucking Edgar Allan Poe. And Edgar Allan Poe just went, fuck you, no.
Nope.
He was drinking. You know, he was a drunk. Okay, we're not using that. Jeez. Made it known very fast there. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use this deck. The golden black deck here.
I like that deck.
I like a deck. It's really shiny. I mean, it's very golden. It's even more golden than the golden tarot deck.
I like gold.
You like the gold?
I like gold.
Last night we were here and I was reading some of my old history to Brian and my family, my great grandfather, my triple great, on the Oregon Trail, and when he was mining for gold, and the letters back to then my triple great grandmother for 4 years and on the Oregon Trail. And he was talking about, he's like, well, the only thing that's getting me through is all I can think about is going back in that mine and getting that yellow stuff.
That's pretty gangster back then, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then we were reading the letters, and when Abe Lincoln died, he wrote a letter to my great grandmother, my triple great grandmother. You know, did they catch the killer of Abe? Because I wish that they didn't, because I wish that they would have held him back so I could fucking show that guy, you know, what's up. Killed the greatest man that ever lived, the greatest president of our country. It's pretty cool to read
Such
that.
a Palmer.
Yeah. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on with your love life here. Taurus risings too. Queen of Swords reversed is your first card here. You did get a Six of Swords upright here as your challenge. And you got an Ace of Swords in reverse. And your way through this is a Three of Cups. I almost feel like there's this amazing direction to go, but I feel like you're afraid to take it. I feel like you're almost... Now, this might sound weird. I'm going to get clarifying. Yeah, I knew it. You think you're going somewhere, but you're not. The universe is taking you down a different road that's much more of a party. But so this is you. I'm traveling, or I'm taking this road that I think is amazing. No, you're not. Queen of Swords reversed. You haven't been thinking straight. You're doing something that's not in alignment for your love life, for your happiness. Ace of Swords reversed. This is a lot of where you're just too much in your head and you can't find what to do and you're stuck in your head. And your challenge is also like, well, maybe I know where I'm going, but I don't think you do. And I don't think that you know how to have fun anymore. And I think that you need to know how to be around people and be more sociable. And I think you're trying to do everything on your own. Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. I mean, I think it's like you're stalling any offers, or anybody offers you an offer. You're like, no, it's like you're cold, but you're almost like too cold, or you're giving too many excuses. And I think that that's where you have to stop. I think that you have a lot of excuses right now. That are really just about mind issues, but people are there to help you and help you get you to a better place, but you are not wanting that for some reason. Look at this, the sorrow that comes from not going where I haven't figured out the answers, or I haven't known what to say or do. And this is kind of weird because whether you're in a relationship or single, this Five of Cups with this Ace of Swords reversed is just like, it's like I don't ever see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't even see a truth anymore. I don't even know what to do. And I think your problem is that you're blocking people from allowing them to come in. I'm going to pull one more. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Even somebody who has everything that you would need to do to get you out of the situations that you feel in your own personal life or where you really want to go, you're blocking them too. And Justice reversed. Being unfair, not thinking straight, and cutting people completely off and sitting in sorrow land and not opening up. That's kind of sad. Wow. And you know what? If you think somebody's cutting you off, it's more look in the mirror. Especially with all those reversals. And I even love how these cards are reflective. What's going on, Avalon? I hope you don't pick a grain. I still don't like a grain. Even to this day.
Card's tainted. Oh.
Charles Hill came out. But this is the card of faith. This is the card of wellness. This is the card of yin and yang. It is the card of balance. But, you know, it's willing to take and receive the offers from the divine in the cup and bring it all in. That's what you're not doing, though. So you have trouble receiving right now. That's the issue. People are there, love is there, and all that, but no. But you need to go to Charles Hill and find that it takes yin and yang, it takes the balance, it takes this beautiful faith and accepting and receiving from the universe. I don't know why, but why are you so afraid to receive the good stuff from the universe? Pool of Christ light. Open your heart and spread unconditional love. You want to know the answer to your problems right now? That's what you have to do. And that's a party that you could be having. Open your heart, spread unconditional love. It's a 28 card. It's the Pool of Christ light. Like, go out there and show your light instead of, and accept and the energy and then be the light. That's what's going to save you. Doing good things and being around good energy and being around love and happiness. Like, I think you're too stubborn and I only want to go this one direction, but it's not taking you there. You haven't found that. What's up with all this stuff? But first we have to pull an astral card. What's going on with this? This is ninth house, faith. That came up again. Faith and faith. 33, 9 card. I feel like this is definitely a moment for you to test your faith and learn to accept beautiful things and open the doors. Open the doors to open your heart. I mean, this is that's a celebration to have, but you are being very stubborn and that's your challenge. And I'm going this direction. And it's like, I'm going to be this person that's going in a direction and I'm all just bundled up and it was horrible and I'm in hell. I think that you're creating the hell in your own life right now. By staying so segregated, by staying in, not receiving, by not opening up, by not spreading the heart, the love, but you have to learn how to bring in the love first from the divine to let out the love too, right? Let out the Christ light. You got to receive Christ to give Christ's love out. Love conquers all. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. Look at you, but nope. Nope, the judge doesn't want to hear that. Love doesn't conquer all, sorrow does. And I don't know where I'm going and I can't figure out my problems. Well, maybe it's love that's the answer to your problems and that love conquers all. Look at that. And that's the wolves that got your back. This is like the simplest reading I've read in a long time. Up, alone in the world, that's your shadow, the shadow. I can't even be more clear. This is your issue. I'm alone in the world. I'm not going to let anybody in. Wow-wee wow. You pulled inner knowing. I think that well, you know what? I'm going to pull another one because inner knowing of what? Divine support. Oh, the divine support's trying to come through. You know it, but you're blocking it. And the only way to change everything, the answers that you're looking for, because you have answers that you're trying to find. Queen of Swords reverse, Ace of Swords reverse, and it's almost creating you to be kind of cold. You got great offers you're denying. You got the people who have everything you need that you're denying. You're being unjust, sitting in your sorrows. Divine support's here, and you know about it, and you got to let it in order to open up the more powerful doors here. Well, we'll pull one more card to confirm all that. The Tower. Look at you. It's time for a miraculous change to happen. You have built this tower up all alone, and it's coming down. So you can have support to be caught at the bottom of it. If you're single, what are you doing sitting in undecisiveness? There's nothing to be undecided about. You're being called to rise to something that you feel you can see clearly. It's like you already know the decision to make, but you need to stand up and go towards it. The angels are calling towards it. What are you doing? If you're in a relationship, Page of Wands, you need to show some love and happiness and positivity because maybe your partner's not happy with you or you're waiting for that from your partner. But I feel like with all these cards, like you haven't been showing it. Oh, Page of Cups reversed. So I think that you're throwing the fake out. Like, no, everything's good. I love you, but you're not showing the emotion and you're not really having the exciting and fun time. There's some sort of stress going on here that you need to get rid of. Like, and that's through love. It's not through, well, let me first remove the stress. You're not accepting the love to do that. In your sex life, it could be fucking out of this world, crazy, beautiful, and seductive and mysterious. Wow. The High Priestess for that? Ooh. Wow. What's going on with this? Well, this flew out. Take control. I feel like that might be either an issue that you're doing. You're trying to take control of a situation, but you're also controlling everybody and it's in your wake. We'll get a clarifying card with that. Soulmate. Well, take control of getting back into finding. There's a soulmate situation here. Messages from Spirit are coming through to take control of your soulmate. Not like control them, but take control of the situation. Let's see what villain you are being, Taurus. What is the villain that you are being? I don't let anybody in. Nobody's allowed in here. I'm just going to be alone. Myself, forever. We pull a card to help you see what you're self-sabotaging yourself with this week as the villain. From a Disney villain set. You got the 10 of Wands. You know what? You're the villain. He's like, I have too much on my plate, too much weight. Oh, God. You just gave an apple and tried to kill, and you're like, oh, I have too much weight. You need to drop the weight and accept love. You are acting like there's too much on your plate when you don't have anything that's good on your plate. So you're like, I need to get all the good or get all the stuff off my plate. No, it's like you need to put good stuff on your plate. Just let go of everything else. That'll change your life, make you feel much better. Your astro dice are, you got the 10th house here, Aries, Mercury. Yeah, I think that you need to be very clear about what you want, and you need to be clear on making a new direction. And I think that you need to be clear on setting the goals and being clear on what you really want in life instead of missing the opportunities because what? Like you're too afraid? You need to realize that the answers that you want are by actually fate, by destiny, and by things that are in alignment and not pushing them away. Back to you, Brian. I'm going to piss.
All right. Hey, that was last week with Taurus too. I had a good long talk with Taurus. All right. Not about a grain. He's going to get a grain tattooed on his ass. Don't talk to me, a grain. All right, Taurus, let's have a talk again. This is, I think, a big moment for you about beliefs. You know, there's a lot that has been happening with the retrogrades and all the planets in your ninth in Capricorn. So you're finally figuring out the story. And I would say that out of all the signs, Taurus, it really is your time. North Node in the 1st, Saturn in the 10th. Even Jupiter met with Saturn in 2020 on the solstice, or on the winter solstice in your 10th house. I mean, this is really the time for Tauruses. So you have to be willing to have faith. You have to be willing to change the story. And right now with Jupiter and Neptune meeting in your 11th and the sextile with Mars and Venus in your 9th, you know, you got to let people in too. You have to network. You have to have connections, but you also have to be really, truly authentic and rebellious for who you are as an individual. So your beliefs have to be correlated with your individuality, that is your genius, that is taking you to the highest point in your life, that is your true identity, that is the greatest value. So your relationships have to be built around that too. And I think that you can isolate yourself or not be seeing clearly like the beautiful connections that are showing up in your life to help you build this great tower that I think you're trying to build. And I think this tower would be gold. You know, it was a great deck for Tauruses with the gold. So, you know, what are you going to do right now when it comes to love? Are you going to let people in and let the story change? Are you going to keep building a magical story? Are you already in it? I mean, these are questions I think you have to figure out. And I think that it is that time of figuring it out without overlooking the detail. It's like, fix the story if the story isn't the top, if it isn't what you really, really want. So as stories change, you start to realize there's more unique paths to get what you want. And they start opening up in magical ways. And you got to let people in. People are going to be the most abundant thing in your life. You have an Aquarius 10th house. And your 11th house is Pisces with Jupiter and Neptune conjuncting and with the sun there. Like, you need people to get to the top. And you even have a Scorpio 7th house, right? So you have to have those intense bonds with the tribe, with the community, with the people that can help you get there. It doesn't have to be all on your own. You can be stingy with your energy or stingy with so much of the old story. And I think that's where you're in this time right now where this is changing. Let people in. Let love in. Let magic in. People are magic. So every connection is super important. And does that mean that disconnection might have to be a thing to get the best connection? Maybe. If that's where the story is going. You know, maybe you have to ask yourself that. And be kind of serious, because with the North Node and Uranus in your 1st house and getting ready to have eclipses in your 1st house and 7th house, like, remember, your focus isn't necessarily on someone else. It's on your mission. It's on your identification. And if people aren't in alignment with that or fully connected, then they're not there to help you, and they're not tribe, or they're not lovers, or they're not whatever. So this is a very powerful time for Tauruses to make the biggest leaps. A good example of a Taurus right now, or he's actually a Taurus rising, he's a Capricorn sun, is Jake Paul. Ever since that conjunction happened in his 10th, on his midheaven, he's just blowing up in the boxing world. So a little, you know, segue, but this is where Tauruses can just, I mean, sure, he was on YouTube before, but this is where you can blow up to the next level of what the mission is. But I think you also have to have a good group of people around you, good love around you, good everything, because Taurus has to have the goodness all the time, and the people are part of that goodness, and you have to let in the ones that are great and say bye-bye and disconnect, unplug, or hit the circuit breaker and shut it off, because really the belief around people can be changing too. So maybe you're learning to see more clearly about the beliefs or the ideals that you had about people and who was going to go into the future and who was going to go to the top with you. And now it's that choice time of identifying with that. So hopefully that was helpful. Kind of glancing at the chat a little bit because I'm not as big of a talker as David. David can talk forever. Mercury on the ascendant. My new desk? Oh, thank you, Paulina. Oh, yes, David's back. I just gave them the business. Right, Taurus? Did I give you the business? I thought I hit him good.
Did you get those cows to finally stop from tipping over?
I hope they're going to stop tipping over. Can't have no cow tipping right now. You got to have that support from the other cows around you right now so that if you are getting tipped over, somebody can catch you. And if they're not catching you, then do they fit in the story?
It was weird,
Right?
too, because all those Edgar Allan Poe cards, remember, I was going to do that, and then they all flew away, and they were like, no, that was the message they were supposed to hear. And especially probably from you with the astrology, too. So it was like they got all this, like, divine intervention that just came in. And that's the whole thing. Are you afraid of divine intervention, Taurus? Not intervention on Annie. Did you ever used to watch that show?
What show?
Intervention?
Yeah, I saw a couple episodes of Intervention. I had to have a spiritual intervention when I was waking up. My wife, she thought I was going crazy, and she called my whole family to have a intervention.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a true story.
I think my family thought I went crazy and stuff like that, even though I left the house when I was 18. So like when I was going through mine, like they were just like, you're crazy. Like, you know, like I just always had the, like, whenever I showed up to family functions, like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was wild because I was like, wow, I just like really, you know, am happy to be alive and have faith and like treat people better, and I'm crazy for it. Okay. All right.
Well, Gemini popped up. You want to talk about fucking crazy people? Fucking Gemini. So
Yeah.
was your ex-wife a Gemini?
Cancer.
Oh.
Same difference.
Same thing. She
Crazy.
probably has maybe some Gemini.
No, she had Leo Venus, Leo Mars, Leo Mercury. She was basically a Leo with a Cancer sun and an Aquarius moon.
My brother's Mars, Venus, Leo.
All in the 8th. 7th house sun, rest in the 8th. Capricorn rising. Mm-hmm.
All right, Geminis. I know I just called you guys crazy motherfuckers, but that's why I've always had like a thing for Geminis, because they're fucking crazy.
I know, I like
the
it
crazy.
too.
I like the crazy. I like the crazy. Like I don't like the simple and the basic and the boring. And that's Venus trine Uranus. It's like such a curse. Like, oh, I just don't want a normal girl. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right.
I want somebody wild and a little crazy, but not like cray. You know what I mean? Like, I like it's edgy. It's edgy, fun edgy. It's good edgy. I like good edgy. Geminis can have that, and then Geminis can. All right, Gemini, what do we got going on here for your love life for this week? I was just thinking about the astrology for them. I'm like, Mercury's coming out of shadow. It might help them here in the 9th finally figure out. I think they've been lost in a story. They don't know what to do. All right, let's see. Well, 5 of Cups. The World card is your challenge. Knight of Cups, moving forward in the overall. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Whoa. Hold up here. What is going on here? Oh, boy. Something's not going right about... Something didn't work out good, or something's not working out good, or something's coming to a very poor ending. Especially the challenge is not knowing how to let it go. I mean, the World card is the completion card. You got that as the challenge, and then this Knight of Pentacles reversed. to get you through is almost like, I think that you don't know how to just allow this to just be done. You know, like actually it's the card where you just like put a true fork in it and keep it. It's just done. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Like I'm not moving on the journey anymore. But I feel like that you have a lot of sorrow about, we're going to have to go deep. You pulled the Lovers with the sorrow. I don't know what to tell you here. I think there's a lot of good things on the future, or just even once you go through this. Yeah, something that you're afraid of going to, that you emotionally feel like you're supposed to go to, you need to do. But you're leaving something that was some sort of divine thing, or this could be something that's happened to you. I need to get more clarity. There is no more weighing out decisions in your life. You're coming to some sort of, I know what I need to do about my love life, and you've been holding a sorrowful thing, or you've been going through a really bad relationship, or you've been dating somebody where it's not been going good, and you know where to go that's better, that you've been afraid of, that I feel like you're not going to be afraid of anymore. Or in your relationships, maybe, you know, I don't know. Something has to change here. This Queen of Wands is showing up here, and it's like this direct, too much loyalty to something that maybe is needing a new direction. I mean, you know where the ultimate home is. You know where the ultimate sanctuary is. But you've been afraid to go there, and you're not moving emotionally towards the place you really want to be. I'm going to do this, because you pulled this Lovers with the Sorrows card. Yeah, you're afraid to do something that you know will refresh you. There's somebody that you are afraid of that you shouldn't be, and there's somebody that you've over-attached to that's been a cooked-done story, and you're afraid of hurting them. You're afraid of the person that you want to go towards. Wow. Talk about crazy Gemini shit. What'd you pull here? Wow, this Abbey keeps popping up, but that's the sanctuary of finding the serenity. And what do you feel interconnected to? It's like there's a place that's home. You pulled the Ten of Pentacles. I thought of the Ten of Pentacles when we pulled this as the collective card. I almost feel like you're not getting that peace and serenity with somebody, and then you know where there's another place where that is with that Knight of Cups. What's going on here with your unicorn life here? Well, the caring community, participate and belong, enrich your life. I feel like, you know what? You know there's a whole community, there's a whole place to go, there's a world to go to, the world card, that you're too afraid of going to, and you're also afraid of ending a world. You feel like maybe it's community. I almost feel like it wasn't, though. I'll give you a confirmation on that, Gem. Yep, it wasn't. It was unfair. Or they weren't that great. they didn't have as much to offer. And you were kind of bored. Wow, you got the 5th house here. Time to go to the community of love, the happiest place that you really want to go to. I feel like you've just been through, I don't know why, you're hanging on to somebody that really doesn't offer love. You know where that home is. You know where that sanctuary is. But I think you're trying to keep something that's not happy with you as a sanctuary, and it's not really a good thing. No, it's not. What's going on with your shadow life here with this 9 of Swords reversed here with this 10 of Pentacles and this 9 of Cups? I'm liking this arrangement here. Look at that. Rebellion, upstart, turmoil, revolution. I think you're so afraid to rebel to go to the place that you really want to. It's like time to do it. You're too afraid, though, but I think that you know it's that's what you have to do. You've kind of reached that point. That's going to bring you a revolution and the upstart in your life and to take you to a better place. But what's your shadow, the shadow here? Oh, blinded to pain. You're just, you know what? I'm just going to keep taking the pain I don't want to do anymore. That's not what this Knight of Cups is saying. This Knight of Cups is going, I'm out of the pain. I want to go back to the good home in life, the good place. Why am I so scared? What was good night have to say? Spiritual quest. We got that one earlier. With generosity, there's a better quest for you to go on. Let's be honest. That's going to be much more generous. And I know that you've been through a spiritual quest, but it's taking you to a generosity. And there's definitely a better offering here of the course in which you're going with this love story. Because I'm not going to lie, it's fucking weird. This is not normal. This is not clear cut, but it really is. It's just like, why stop going to the place you really want to go and staying in the place you really don't want to be and fucking being afraid to do that and afraid to cause turmoil? Like, what's up with that? It's even confusing my ass right now. Let's get, what is that? Yeah, I mean, you're not, your spiritual quest is to stop being in the place where you don't feel like you're at home, like with them. Okay, if you're single out there, Gemini, well, I feel like you're going through something you're not revealing. Or you feel like somebody's lying to you. No, I feel like it's you. You're not willing to go on the adventure and you're too afraid to tell somebody because of somebody else. There's something about somebody else. So you got to be honest. I think that's going to be your main thing this week about, hey, no, I really don't, I'm not really not going there. Maybe you have to have one of those calls. Like, I'm really not going there because I'm really doing this. Like, or I'm really with somebody else. Oh, yeah, look at you. You just keep looking at all those options. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, if you're in a relationship, moon reverse, so many fucking emotions that are suppressed is like overwhelming. Like the poop is fucking coming out your ears now. And very unhappy and not fulfilled. Is there a solution to this? The illusion, waking up out of the dream, seeing the clarity. Where's your gut trying to go? There's a better place that's trying to get you to go. What's up with your sex life? Queen of Cups, dry. Deserts. Deserts! Like the deserts miss the rain, and I miss you. So that's just like blue ball clam, closed clam city. I'm not emotionally feeling right. Well, okay. That's probably due to you not putting yourself in the emotional place you want to be with the person you want to be in your life. Wow. Counsel and therapy. Union. Oh, I knew there was some crazy shit here. We'll pull one more. Divine Feminine. If you're a man, you're looking for your Divine Feminine, and you haven't had that. If you're a woman, you're with a dude that's Divine Feminine. They need to stop being around. And maybe, you know what? They need therapy. Oh, shit. You got big things about that union, though. I don't know. Let's see what that villain is that you are playing in your life right now, Gemini. Oh, look at you. You're not even getting it either.
Oh, Capricorn and Gemini. It's funny, they have an 8th house cap, too.
That's crazy. Well, so who was the other sign that didn't get the smoke?
Capricorn.
Capricorn and Geminis. Wow.
I know.
That's a problem.
No smoke shows.
That means that you're not even paying attention,
Geminis.
that you don't even know you're being a villain and you're self-sabotaging in your own way from this card that's going to pop up. Unless you're lucky.
Oh.
So it's kind of half and half. You're dealing with your evil twin and you're dealing with your other, Is this actually for Gemini, this would be your evil twin and what's coming out, this villain that's stopping you from the ultimate happiness in your life right now. 10 of Cups reverse. You don't believe in the golden story anymore, or you actually are blocking the most amazing story that you know where it's at. You know where the happy family and the ultimate love is, but you're avoiding it. Astro dice. Third house, communication. Cancer. Saturn. Oh boy, you are holding back from your feelings of what you really want to say. And you've been restricting yourself, but to get where you want to go, you're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to speak from your feelings, and you're going to have to let it happen instead of holding yourself emotionally back from communicating. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, you don't want to be suppressing that good emotion right now. I mean, it could be a pretty emotional time. You can feel like there's a lot bubbling up to the surface with Venus and Mars conjunct and Pluto at degrees we've never seen in your 8th house. So there's a whole volcano going on within you, but you need the passion. You need the things that are going to get your rocks off. I mean, it's also a little masochistic with that energy in the 8th house and just a Capricorn 8th house. Like, are you is like some 50 Shades of Grey kind of stuff going on here, Gemini? I mean, that's hot. Maybe that's where it's at.
No, that's lame. That means they've never done it. But guaranteed, you haven't been to the sex store.
You might need to go to the sex store. I don't know. I think spicing things up is going to be good for you. You need to transform something. You don't want to keep things hidden if you really want it. I think that's very important right now. And your 10th house is lit with Jupiter, the Sun, and Neptune. And, Neptune's making good aspects to that Venus and Mars conjunction. So I think if you're really honest and you don't hold and suppress and literally blow up like a volcano, and you're just real about what it is you really want emotionally, you're going to get more. You're going to get exactly what it is you want. You might get more than you thought you'd get. I don't know. Maybe you get the job you want through sex.
I think it's just about being honest and authentic and real, that 8th house stuff, and stop doing what you don't want and go for what you really do want and stop suppressing it.
Yeah. Big things for you, but you have to surrender to the transformation. That North Node is in your 12th house. So don't hide it. This is a time to let it out and be real. And you'll get further. The more real you are, the further you're going to get. And it'll open things up like you've never seen.
They did pull the rebellion card,
Yeah, it is kind of a rebellious time.
But they're blocking that too.
Geminis are pretty rebellious, I think.
Geminis forgot to be crazy and fun and change their minds and do what they really want. It's so weird. They're trying to play perfect. Cancers.
Saturn's suppressing the story.
Mm-hmm. Cancers. They're going to get the Edgar Allan Poe deck here. Well, Cancers are coming almost to the close of a lot of this Capricorn stuff, but it's just, if anything, getting even more heated up with Pluto heading, the Neptune sextile, but heading to Pluto. So, Cancer, I know that it's been daunting knowing that, I don't even know what to say, but that your whole entire relationship life has to go through the biggest transformation of your whole entire life, but sorry. I'm going to have to go through that. Don't worry. Fucking Pluto's coming to Aquarius for Leos next year, and fucking I'm going to be going through what you go through. So I'm not trying to, if anything, I've been watching you all to go, what the fuck am I about to go through? But it's different. You stay for the long haul, Leos, it's like off with your head, bitch. Fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking Aquarius. No, it's not literal, but, Cancer stay locked in too long to the wrong place. All right, what's going on with these Cancers this week? This is a serious one. I feel like we're at the World Series right now.
It's always the World Series.
It's always the World Series for relationships for Cancer all the time, especially since 2008 with Pluto entering Capricorn. The World Series of relationships. What? Ooh, the Moon reversed. That says it all. Or what is that? Actually, no, that's the Lovers reversed. Fuck. Look, I'm sorry, like with this deck, it's almost looks the same, but look at that. Lovers? Oh, wait, no, wait, we reversed. So this is the World Series. I felt it coming into this reading. The Fool as your challenge card. Major Arcana's popping up. 9 of Cups, though, as the outcome. Your way through this is the Queen of Cups. Oh, boy. I like this, but also it's kind of scary, I think, for Cancers. Going with what makes you the happiest in your life in a relationship instead of like looking at it foolishly, like, you know, like I shouldn't be walking down this corridor. This is probably not going to go in the right direction. The king's going to catch us. This is his private layers. It's like, you know, don't try and be like, well, it makes me happy to go down this really bad direction. No, what really makes you happy, there's a love story that's not working out here. And it's been continual. Page of Pentacles, new offers. Looking at what's actually can materialize that's going to make you feel better. You got the King of Swords in reverse with that 9 of Cups. It means that you're trying to figure out what's going to make you happy instead of being a boss and being like, that's what it is. I'm holding that corner and I already understand what it is. You know, but you don't know. That's the whole thing, is you're acting like you don't know, but you know. It's so funny. This is a 9 of Cups. She's actually holding up the cups in that, but it almost looks like chains. I feel like you're chained to this kind of like unknowingness of what makes you happy, or I think you're just too afraid to speak it. We're going to pull a card for this Fool card here. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, this is this. There's no more love there, and you know that's the foolish thing. And then there's the Queen of Cups. Really, like, have you become a mom to somebody? Are you just trying to nurse something and hopefully it'll come back to life? What's this offer about here? Oh, 3 of Pentacles. There's another party involved. You like somebody else, or your partner's into somebody else. Ooh, that's the issue with the Lovers reverse. I'll pull you one more. That's a big card there. 7 of Pentacles. Are you getting your full return on investment? Do they even have money? Are they broke? These 3, there's somebody else involved too. Are you putting more time in thinking about somebody else? Are they putting more time into thinking of somebody else? Ooh, there's some drama here. I like it. I'll give you one more card over here. Oh gosh, Knight of Cups reversed. You're too afraid to move into what you really is going to make you happy, and that you think that you don't know, but you know, and you know what it is directly, but you're not doing it. Oh, man. There is some. I'm going to shuffle this Avalon deck because people are going to be like, oh, the same cards. Oh, my God. Same cards. A Grain and Chalice Hill and fucking Abbey. A Grain, Chalice Hill, the Abbey. A Grain. Watch they get a Grain. Oh, shit. Nope, you got Camelot itself. That's the bomb card. It's a 6 card. It's a relationship card. The honor and the aspirations, the trust, but more importantly, the ideas of where you can go on the journey of your life. I don't think that you've been on the love journey of your life yet, Cancer. You might have seen it, but you haven't gone towards it yet fully. You haven't invested fully in it. You were one, you've been too afraid. Huh. Oh, wait, that's the wrong deck. Oh, Cancer. Do you want me to dress up like the moon guy in the McDonald's commercials? What's going on here? What do the unis have to say for you? Oneness, look for the common humanity. Invoke the Lemurian light. Look at that fucking unicorn piercing into the love ball and being like, fuck yeah, that's what I want. To connect the oneness of what you want, instead of, I think your issue is that you're the fool and being like, well, it's open, it's oneness. I gotta stay around for the oneness of this bad situation. No. You can look for the common humanity of what actually feels common to you and invoke the Lemurian light into what is common, opposed to that everything's common. You have to first pierce what is common first, and then you see the oneness. It's like you're doing it the opposite way. You're seeing oneness without piercing anything that feels like it's oneness with you, especially with that Queen of Cups. You're trying to nurse Lumerian into somebody and they don't want it. And that's just the dumbest thing you've ever done in your life. It just keeps taking you down these weird corridors that you're not happy with. Ooh. The Yah Destiny card came up. The Finger of Fate. It's your destiny now. It might feel weird. 2 quincunxes into a fucking sextile here.
Yo, that yacht is pointing to the 7th house.
It is pointing to the 7th house in that thing. And it's a 48. Which equals 12, which equals 3. It's an expanding moment in your life. Look at the yacht is just like the fucking unicorn fucking, what do they call that? The unicorn stem? Oh,
Horn?
but it's a destined moment here, and I got to pull another card for that. What's this destined moment about? Oh, the 8 of Swords, getting out of the energy that has killed you and kept you in the tomb of unhappiness. It's your destiny to get out of that now. What's going on with the shadow stuff here, Cancer? Cancer risings. Wow. Primal, oh my God. This is the sexual card. Connecting deep within, sacred dance, instinct. I feel like you've been going through massive suppression of this, especially with this 9 of Cups, with this King of Swords, and this Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's time to bring that primal energy out. I feel like you don't have it. You forgot about it. That's your shadow. What's your shadow? The shadow here, fucking. This card's been coming up a lot, but not knowing attractive energy and having what you even want. I almost feel like you're having sex and you're not even feeling attracted, or you're doing it for just, I don't know. You know what you're attracted to, but you're not going after that. It's time to go after what you're really attracted to. I feel like you're just like, I hate to say it, but you're in a tomb. It's almost like you took out a fucking hole saw and put it in the fucking tomb, and you're trying to hope that the worms come through, or that you're trying to use the hole as a thing if you're a guy. Is that too much? Oh, man. Sorry. Just being honest with you. What does Ganesh say? Joy, I think that's where it's pretty simple. The ultimate joy of your life. But you pulled the devil reversed. You're too afraid to go. The joy is also leaving the person that is holding you back. And also, joy is by you not being afraid of having the passion and the sex that you really want to have. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Pardon. Sorry, Lord. What's going on for singles? Oh, 6 of Swords. Time to move to a better island with somebody new. Yep. Page of Swords, but you haven't talked about it, or you're too afraid to say that you want to go on an amazing island with them somewhere great. If you're in a relationship, the Moon card. You know what's so funny is this whole Lovers Reverse thing, and then I thought it was the Moon. See how they're the same color and they look the same? Fucking the Moon. The emotions that have been hidden. With a Knight of Swords reversed, you can't save it. You've gone down the well too deep. But finally, are you going to finally do something about saving your sanctity, your respect for your real emotional life? What's up with your sex life? 2 Pentacles weighing out what to do. It's a pretty boring card for sex. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Who do I like? What do I like? When you got all this primal energy showing up here, what's the Infinite Oracle saying here for these Cancer risings? I'll give you a shuffle, Cancer. This is the World Series. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do you dirty. I would not do you dirty like that. I know it's the World Series. You get another shuffle. All right? What is this going on here? Counsel and therapy. Union. I shuffled it. Fucking, you know what I mean? I know they want more. Healthy boundaries and meaningful coincidences are meeting up at the same place. Maybe you're at this weird coincidence part and you're meeting, well, I have these boundaries up that are healthy, but it's trying to understand the union. I'm going to pick a fifth card to throw the craziness in. Ghosted, but it was ghosted reverse, but ghosted. I think that you've ghosted out of an energy that you're not into. I don't know. Let's see what the villain has to say. What villain are you playing? What is this villain that you subconsciously is ruining your love life this week? This is to yourself, Cancer. It's your own. You ran out of juice too. That's kind of scary. That means you definitely haven't been juicing it. That's weird. It like ran out of juice. It was like, what'd you get? Oh, got the stepmom in fucking Cinderella, the Queen of Swords. You're just holding on to this fake life that you're great when you're not. By the relationship situations that you're doing. Well, you pulled Mercury, and you pulled that in the third house of communication, and you did get that in Pisces. Oh, you have been hiding a lot. It's spiritually needing to channel your truth. It's needing to be honest in a way that you've spiritually putting it all out there in the open. And intuitively speaking, what's coming through. Back to you, Brian.
Oh, Cancer. It is the World Series of relationships. It's been that for a long time. I like that yacht, and I like those pointing to the seventh. I think relationships are your destiny, especially at this point in your life with Pluto being there since 2008. It's transformed what relationships are to you. And now you had retrogrades, Venus with Pluto, or Venus started with Pluto, Mercury ended with Pluto. You know, there's so much transformation going on with who you're connecting with and who you're really going on the story with, because then you look at your ninth house with Jupiter and Neptune and the sun there now. It's like you need the relationship story to take you into the destiny. It's been about that the whole time for you. And then with Saturn in your eighth, it's literally you have to rebel from the old system of relationships so that you can get the weird, authentic, freedom-oriented relationships that you want, that can be nurturing, that can be all the things that'll get you farther right now. But it's hard, because if you're going to hide things or suppress how you're really feeling, then you're missing out on the great transformation that might be the reason you even came here, was for relationships. As crazy as that may sound. But with all the Capricorn stuff that we've seen with Pluto there, it's like nobody has had to go through relationship lessons like Cancers. So now you're evolving from that, and what are you going to do with it? Are you going to create a new story and evolve and go to the best place, or are you going to stay in the toxic or the drama or the down low emotions that don't even feel good? So there's a lot going on for you, and I think it's big moments here that you've been going through, and hopefully you're following through with the story that you've already learned and realizing that you graduated the last class and you didn't get held back. Because if you're staying held back in that class, you're going to be, you don't need to. You passed. Trust me. I know you've been through a lot. So,
yeah. Don't know what to tell you, Cancer. I think it was all said. Gotta do something now. Scorpio. And we are near the end. After Scorpio, it's either Leo, Libra, or Virgo. How do you feel about what Scorpios are going through? Nada? Nothing?
Scorpio, were you asking me? Scorpios are in the trenches always.
Yeah. This is their big relationship time, but it also is where they're in their head a lot and questioning.
Yeah.
You know, they're questioning their own happiness. Really weird.
Yeah,
They
it's
could
either
blow
in
it.
the
I
head
think
or it's-
Scorpio's big Jupiter Neptune might be where they blow the greatest love story of their life.
Wow.
Talk about a typical Scorpio story.
That's like the subconscious drama. It's always the relationship.
to blow the greatest love story of their life because of indecisiveness and being in their head and thinking there's something more and not making an emotional anchor. And that's what I've been starting to kind of, as we get closer to all these big conjunctions with Jupiter, Neptune, and Mars, Venus here with the sextile Neptune getting towards Pluto. I'm like, is that what it is? Or Scorpios are going to blow it? See him seducing Scorpios and being like, I'm not going to blow this one. It's because you can. Your first card that you got here is the Magician. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not going to blow it. You got 2 of Wands here, though, as your challenge. You got a 10 of Wands as your overall here. Then you got this 9 of Pentacles. Oh, boy. I like this Magician card, although in love, I mean, you know, it is kind of selfish. And you got 2 of Wands there. You don't know which world you want, and you're thinking about your own world. And then overall, you feel like, oh, this is too much weight. It's like, that's not a real magician. Like, it's never too much weight. Maybe it's your moment to manifest that things aren't as much too much weight. We're going to verify that, but oh God, 10 of Cups reversed. The magician who doesn't want the ultimate happy and family life. You're focused on something else, even though I'm telling you with Saturn in your fucking 4th, Mercury, and Jupiter, Neptune in your 5th. The ultimate love story is pretty much a 10 of Cups. Jupiter, Neptune, and Pisces in the 5th house that Scorpio risings have. I think that you're afraid of a baby. You're afraid of like true romance, like committing fully all the way. It's like you're playing with it, but what's up with, why is that too much weight? You feel stuck. Oh, you feel like it'll make you feel stuck. I don't want to be in a relationship where I have to hold on to somebody for the rest of my life. I want my own independence and my own world that I would thought I already had. What's up with this own world thing? It's gonna fuck up your whole soulmate story, your ego of what the world is that you want. You know you can manifest the ultimate love story right now. Why are you not doing that? You're afraid of the fucking universe taking you to a place. You want to be the magician on your own fucking way and not, it takes 2 people. You're trying to make this your own way. You're too afraid of the wheel to turn to a better place for you. Why do you feel stuck? If you drop the weights, it's not even, or you feel like it's too much weight. You think there's better out there? Whenever I see the Empress pop up, it's like, well, I want the ultimate if I'm going to have to go through all this shit. They're not good looking enough, Scorpio? Did they turn you on? I'm going to ask that. Oh, God, you're really ready to go to the strip club, aren't you? Oh, God. You want the trophy husband or wife or the trophy person, don't you? Holy shit. You gonna blow it for the trophy person that probably won't love you? I feel like Scorpios this week are getting like another option. And maybe think it's fated, but we're going to find out right now, the oracles, and see if that's true. Because this is on your shadow side, too. Scorpio. Wow, this is a fucking... This is dramatic. You're gonna ruin the. Oh my God, I don't even know. Here, see this? Look at this. I even shuffled and you didn't get a grain. You got the Lady of the Lake. Of course, I love her. She's amazing. But she's mysterious. She's self-knowledge. She's, of course, the goddess, but she also is otherworldly, but she does bring the Excalibur too. So it's like, who are you going to bring? This magician, which is very Lady of the Lake. You know you ought it, but she's got to bring fate and destiny, and she's got to bring this family thing or this happiness thing or this true union thing to the front. You can't do this alone. That's the whole point of Lady of the Lake, is she connects people that can't do it alone. I'm pulling another Avalon card for that. Grain! Oh, shit. You don't bring forward to that happiness that you want from somebody, and you're just going to be the grain alone with your dog, animal, baby, cat, iguana, whatever, looking at nothing. See, Lady of the Lake was a lady. A grain was not. She was a fucking shill. That's what I felt it. I felt like Scorpios have like this trophy thing they're looking at, and I don't want to have to try with this other. You haven't tried shit with the other person yet fully, or the person that really you know there's love with. You haven't tried shit. Looking for a trophy. Trophy person. Yeah, worked really good for fucking Pam Anderson and fucking Tommy Lee, didn't it? New opportunities, declutter your life, glimpse a magical doorway. Holy shit. Maybe you feel like somebody that you've been doing with is a grain, and you're like, I don't want to put that towards there, and I want to find the mysterious fucking new doorway, and you got to fucking chew a country first here. I'm willing to read it how it is. Maybe you are supposed to move to a new opportunity here. I can't stop that. Fire desire. You're holy shit. You're not feeling the desires of what you thought you wanted with somebody anymore. You want a new opportunity that's bringing you much more passion. It hurts though. I mean, I literally pulled that and my whole entire like heart sank. I'm not even kidding. What's up with the shadow? This is going to answer your question about looking for the trophy wife, husband, girl, boy, whatever you're into. Reminds me of Charlie Sheen looking for the trophy fucking tranny. The anti-hero, the maverick, the risk taker, or the rule breaker. I knew it. You're ready to just leave and go to some fucking crazy place. Look at you. That's like the most Scorpio card I could ever pull. Wow. Wow. You feel like something's too much weight. You're ready to move on to something different. You feel stuck and you're like, I want the best of the best and I'm ready to go there, and that's success. This card this is just you not attracted at all anymore, and you're ready to attract what you really want. I'm going to pull you another one because this is just fucking crazy. Oh, addicted. Oh, you're addicted to much more. You're addicted to wanting more passion and more intensity, more desire, and you're not getting it. You don't feel like and you don't feel like you're risk taking it. You want something more edgy here, it looks like. Okay, I mean, I really don't know. Okay. Clear your energy. Okay, you got a 10 of wands there, overall. I guess it's time to clear your energy from somebody that hasn't been working out. I don't know what to tell you. That's what it says. So, yeah, King of Cups reversed. Just emotionally, the floor has dropped on someone. Boom. Scorpio's just not into it no more. I'm not into that. That's not it no more. I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm clearing my energy. Okay. If you're single out there, what's up with the single ones? There's no more deciding. You know exactly what you want. You feel like somebody needs to make a choice, but I feel like it's you that needs to make a choice. What, you walking away? You walking away from somebody? You were dating somebody? Or you had somebody in mind? What are you walking away from? You want somebody to rush in fast and save the day, but I think that you need to make that clear. People need to know. So if you're single and you want somebody to come in and rush the day and you're ready to walk away, well, you're going to walk away and they don't even know to rush the day because you finally made your decision that you want them to rush in. So you got to make that clear. If you're in a relationship, I guess you're not worried about them too much no more. You don't feel like home with them, whether it's a home situation or a living situation or like, you know, you're looking for the ultimate home. You want like, I don't know. You want to be taken care of? World reversed. I just think that you want a different world. Or you know what I think is crazy is I think it's going to be so complicated, relationships, Scorpios. I think that you're going to try and do both. And then kind of wait till the last minute and see what happens. What's up with your sex life? Oh, God, the construction. Yeah, I mean, you're bored sexually. Look at this. You're ready to do anything to get that fucking sex changed. Wow. Stick the dick in the pussy. Back and forth. If it feels good, release. Oh my God. I think Scorpio have the most. Scorpio Cancers, this shit's nuts.
100%.
100%. Geminis, it was nuts. Even Aries, Gemini, I would say Gemini, fucking Scorpio, and fucking Cancer are fucking. What if you're into one of them? Even Aquarians was pretty crazy too. All right, let's see what. You guys got a grain. Are you gonna be a grain, or are you gonna be fucking lake? What is it gonna be here, fucking? Karmic lesson. Okay. Should you have done that or not done that? Spiritual protection. What are you protecting yourself from? Unexpected message. Oh my God, it is going down. The craziness is going down. You're going to learn something from this. Whether you're going to, I think you're giving the unexpected message, and you're going to need all the spiritual protection you can get. There's some big karmic lesson here coming. I'll pick one more. What's up? Healthy boundaries. Somebody's rushing in here quick in single life, and you're going to try a couple people here to figure out Scorpio relationship people. Oh my God. Let's see what villain you are. This is the villain that you are that is self-sabotaging your love story. That's right. Let's see what it is. The High Priestess reversed. And you got Maleficent. I don't even think you're at this point where you're like, I don't even care about the spirituality shit anymore. I'm just going for what I fucking want. I don't give a fuck. But I think that you need to listen to your intuition more. And also the idea that everybody knows what you spiritually want when you're not revealing it. The High Priestess reversed. She doesn't expose herself. Like Maleficent, totally, right? Like, she just pops out of nowhere. What the fuck? Out of nowhere? Like, you weren't invited? Okay. Oh, God. Wow. I'll be honest, my whole like body has like a weird feeling about this whole thing, Scorpio. You did pull Sag, you did pull the Sun, and you did pull the second house. I mean, I think it's time for you to go on the adventure that you really want to go on. But I think that you have to, you got to go on it. So, you know, good luck. I think we're going to see some crazy Scorpio headlines this week. Back to you, Brian.
First things first, everybody is very concerned that when you looked in the chalice, you didn't see Pisces. Is Pisces in the chalice? While you look for that.
I'm sure it is. It might have got picked up with something else. But
I'm going to talk to Scorpio.
Pisces will get, don't worry, Pisces will get done.
Everybody was like, no, my Pisces.
Maybe I missed it. You know what I mean?
Everybody's very sensitive. It's Pisces season. All right, Scorpio.
No, it's their birthdays. They get to show us Jupiter, Neptune in their sign.
Yeah, Pisces.
What's going to happen about
Happy
love?
birthday.
Like they're the ones you have to show us the spiritual way. So no, there's no Pisces. No, I'm just kidding. That's kind of the truth though about their life right now. Like, you know, like they need to follow their inner guidance.
Pisces, you're just a figment of our imagination. All right, Scorpio, you're not. I know you try and hide like you are sometimes, but this is an interesting time with Jupiter and Neptune meeting in your 5th house. You're really supposed to be shining, but what light are you shining right now? And I think you've been doing so much work mentally and putting in so much work about what the message is and how to communicate that and how to really get out of holes. And with the South Node in your 1st house, that's not easy. So really, there's a ton of stuff pointing to relationships, and it's all about the communication, and you can't suppress it. And it has to be like really the ultimate romance stuff. Like, I mean, if it's not a fairy tale, but like an intense, passionate bomb fairy tale, then does it really hold the value of your 7th house Taurus? The intense value that's built to kind of last, that's sturdy for you. But it has to be exciting and it has to bring the fun too. And I would say with Saturn here in your 4th house of Aquarius, you're doing a lot of deep emotional work. And there is this karma around sort of like finding your foundation so that you can speak it passionately to get what you really want. So I think that you have a lot to look forward to, but you can go way the wrong way if you're just going to stay hidden or focus on yourself. You actually need to be focusing on love and be focusing on the relationships and the message and communicating what exactly that is. So it's going to be very important for you. Pisces isn't in there, is it? No. Pisces dissolved. It was sitting right there. Sorry, Pisces. Turns out you are just an illusion on this show, and we may never find you. And Jupiter and Neptune in your sign just literally made you just disappear.
It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. Is it under the table? No, Pisces. Well,
this is just Saturn square my fucking Mars.
Saturn's ruining everybody's life right now. It's right? Typical Saturn. Oh, man. So, Scorpio, let's go bring out the tox. Let's go reveal everything. Let's not just go disappear like Pisces right now. And focus on the right connections, the valuable connections. And I mean, this is the time where your magical love story could actually be a thing, but you got to like realize you've done the mental work to get there. Now you have to say the things about that. And if the foundation or your emotions or what's blocking you from that, well, you need to get over it and really trust your heart right now. So the heart's going to guide you to the greatness. Pisces is done. It's over.
Oh, it's probably under one of these decks or something like that.
There's no sign. There's no sign of Pisces anywhere.
When the chalice moves, some of them fly out.
It's just a mirage. I see something on the ground. I'm going to look real quick.
There to here.
No, I can write Pisces on this.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to do something like that.
This is bad TV, but I got a pen and I'm going to write Pisces on a piece of paper.
not here. Result? No, it must have flown out.
Sorry, Pisces. We see you somewhere.
Never was here.
We'll get to the bottom of this, next time.
I mean, it's so small that it's probably going to go last. Leo. Pisces. Golden Tarot for Leo. Is hell ever going to end for Leo? I don't know. The meat grinder, is it ever going to end, Leo? Feel like you're in a tiny space and so much to do and nobody can fit in your space. Mars, Venus, and the 6th. Probably the worst place we could ever get it. And Pluto. Just Saturn and Aquarius. And then Jupiter, Neptune in the 8th. Wanting a huge investment in our own lives. Whatever come. And almost for Leos, it kind of feels like it needs to drop out of the sky and perfectly fit. That's the only way to work. Using the Golden Tarot, Leo. I know it's been a hell of a fucking story. And so many people attacking you and not fucking understanding anything. All right. Let's see what we got here. 10 of Pentacles, upright. The Devil reversed. Ace of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. Well, I think this is awesome. I mean, 10 of Pentacles, this is building the ultimate happy castle and foundation. Ace of Cups, awesome new beginnings, the White Dove. Page of Pentacles, awesome offers. Just the challenge, Devil reverse. You need to know what's dark and what's not here. I wouldn't pick the dark energy. Oh, no, they're not that dark. Trying to see the light and dark people. That's not going to be a good thing for you. There's too much, divinity of positivity going around here. 3 of Pentacles. Who really wants to go build the castle with you? Who really has something to bring to the table? Very pentacly. Well, at least we got the Ace of Cups here. 3 of Swords. Well, maybe you're having feelings that don't think anything new is going to come, and you're going to have to get over that. Or anything that's going to bring positive change. Or find anybody that's going to want to build the same thing as you or create the same foundation. What's up with this Devil reverse and this Page of Pentacles? Page of Cups. Yeah, the dark people are going to be people that are dark, but they also don't show, they don't want to talk or have, the good, fun talks. Easygoing talks. They're almost kind of controlling. And they almost maybe want just your money. So focus on the people I think that really can talk with you emotionally and be willing to talk about all these emotional issues and not issues, but fun stuff, but also what to create here. But we got to find out what's up with this 3 of Pentacles here. Knight of Swords reversed. Well, I think that you're expecting somebody that comes in and wants to. You want somebody to come in and save the day, but that's not going to happen with love for you that sees everything that you want. What's up with this 3 of Swords? 7 of Swords? Oh, shit. You know what? I think that you need to be extremely cautious this week, Leo. for who's lying and not telling the true stories to you. Who's not really exposing something. You got a devil reversed as your challenge here. You got a 7 of swords, a 3 of swords, to an ace of cups. Somebody's holding something back from you deeply. Could be about wanting to be part of something. Could be, what's crossing that? Fucking 5 of cups? Yeah, it's like, it's kind of sad. Somebody's not showing up. Somebody wants to, but they're hiding it, or they're too afraid of heartbreak. It's almost like you're getting like so close to having this amazing thing, and then they just like, oh, hold on, I still have an issue, or I have a boyfriend, or I have a girlfriend, or I have a this, or I have a that. No, you don't get that. No, you're going to be heartbroken, and I was really doing this, and this is the real story. Oh, fucking. Be careful, Leo. It's depressing. Maybe nobody's ready to the castle yet, Leo. Especially people that don't show up and come up with excuses. That's just heartbreaking. When you know that they are doing something fucking else. That's why I love this deck. Look at it. It's just, that is so 7 of swords. Like, oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, what are you really doing? Oh, nothing. Yeah, you're really doing some weird shit. Let's see what you got here. Well, you got Taliesin, which is all about poetry, storytelling, creativity, divination, the harp, the angel's harp. I feel like that you're looking for somebody that knows how to be in sync and has good creative energy and likes music and wants to build something beautiful and understands how to be in sync. They love divinity. They see divinity. Will you get that? I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. Just to be honest with you. What is going on with the unicorns here? Shower of blessings. Well, maybe out of nowhere. Open yourself up to receive, pay it forward. I think, though, you got to stay away from anybody who's dark or playing some trickster. I think you got some weird people watching you right now, Leo, and trying to stake a weird claim, and they're not coming from a good place, or they're coming from a jealous place or a dark place. 7th house partnerships. Shit. This is going to be a complicated week, Leo. You know, there's great energy, but there's a lot of heartbreak and shadiness. And then there's you needing to hold the line of the kind of partner that wants to be part of your castle and shower you with the blessings. And then you know how to pay it forward. And that's in sync with you. Because I crossed this. I only did this for Leo, maybe because I'm a Leo. But there's this sorrow that's possible on top of this if you fall for the trick of somebody. What's going on with the shadow shit here? Damn. Death right, saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring lives. Okay, well, something you gotta let go of. Something that's shady you gotta let go of. Somebody that's not being upfront and honest with you. Somebody that's heartbreaking. You just gotta let go of. I know that may not be easy. I think that you're trying to have a renewal from that. Is this you? I feel like, am I really doing this? That's the whole thing. Like, am I really trying to renew some dark shit or bring some beautifulness to some dark person and dark unhappy shit or heartbreak? You having to let go of something, Leo. And remember the shadiness that's been there, or know the signs of it at least. Because the ultimate blessings for partnership is here for you. I almost feel like this is you making sure you don't choose the shady route. New beginnings. Well, there is a renewal of everything in many ways. What's that about? 6 of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like you haven't found your crown jewel yet. So at least it's new beginnings and continuing on the trail to find it. If you're single out there, 10 of Cups, if somebody doesn't want to have the ultimate love story, no. Or if they're afraid of family, no. And King of Pentacles, if they have big self-worth issues, especially their looks and all that kind of shit, and they don't feel like they're at a place in their life where they can create a life with you, stay away. Or they're for your money and not giving you anything back in return for happiness, joy, love, no. If you're in a relationship, 8 of Pentacles, it's just steady as she goes, same old, but is that boring? Yeah, it's making you feel like you kind of picked the wrong place. Leo risings. You find them boring. How do you change that? Find what really is your true happiness and love. I know that you're being loyal, but how long can you be loyal till you're not happy anymore? And what can singles do? Oh, singles are finding the lovers, but they got to watch out for a lot of signs. Typical Leo life. Sex life for Leos, the World card reversed. Well, maybe dominatrix upside down or something. I don't know. The World card is a weird one, I guess, for sex in reversed. I almost feel like anything could happen. Very weird. This is the most fucking weird reading I've ever read. I almost feel like it's going into fucking crazy battle, you know, and having to pick the right love moment and make sure that you don't pick a traitor or you don't pick somebody who's got another agenda or somebody who's doesn't understand how to sync up. Heartbreak. Wow. And the 3 of Swords. Signs from nature. Yeah, pay attention to the signs because you could get through a big heartbreak, or you got to let go of a heartbreak too. 3 of Swords there. Listen to your intuition. What is the heartbreak that you got to stay away from and the signs from it? Listen to your intuition. What villain are you playing out this week, Leo? Remember, this is the card where I picked the villain that you are self-sabotaging your love story with, and stop doing that. So, let's see if you can do that one, Leo. How many feels like you're already dealing with enough on the outside, let alone now on the inside? 3 of Pentacles. Hyenas. Too many hyenas. Know who's a hyena and who's not. Stop trying to think everybody's all good when they're not. Stop trying to think the hyenas are going to make Pride Rock a great place. It's the villain you're playing is the hyena. It's like your Astro Dice are. Aries, part of fortune. In the 10th, well, that's definitely you understanding that whoever it is, or whatever you're going through in your love life, that they have an identity of wanting to have a mission, and they understand your mission, and they are willing to see the fortune in that. That's it.
All right, Leo.
What a drag.
We're gonna have to keep you shining. You got to keep shining out there. It's never a time for a Leo to dim the light. So I know it's hard out there with Saturn in your 7th house, but think about the transformation with the right people that you can have, and it could really be magical, and it could really take you to the next level, and it could be passionate and intimate and the deepest possible soul connection. But you have a lot in your 6th house too, so there's a stress built into life right now. It feels very mundane. I think you want the magical transformation, but you're dealing with the mundane. And that can feel a little boring or overworked. You can feel like people are out to get you. The 6th house too, with Venus and Mars and Pluto there, you know. it's pretty obvious to, it's more like visible enemies now. So if people don't have your back, if people aren't on your team, you know it. And this is where you got to kind of hit the disconnect button and shut that off. And that's part of the responsibility of Saturn in the 7th house, so that you can have the greatest mergers with the greatest soul connection possible. That will actually like take your world to another level, and it won't be mundane, and you'll shine bright, bright, bright like you're meant to. And you have the North Node in your 10th, so you're going for the biggest things in life right now. And it is a time to be responsible for what that looks like and who it's with, and is it really the best of the best. And I know you got this, but it's rough. It can be hard out there. And the 8th house isn't fun, and Jupiter's amplifying that. And Neptune's bringing a big spiritual awakening with it too. So, it's heavy out there, but you got this. We love you. You're the sun.
And 8th house Pisces is every king and queen in the castle has to go through a spirit. Anybody coming in has to be spiritually aligned and understand and know how to sync with the castle, or else we don't trust you and we don't let you in. The moats, the guards, all that shit is all the illusion. It's really who we trust, because we know that they see what we see. And with all the 6th house shit, nobody's been grinding harder than Leos. And especially double Leos, Leo rising, Leo sun, depending on which one you are. So they either sink or they don't. They either see or they don't. They either see the fucking commitment to the grind that's to do a mission, or they don't. Because every sun has a mission in this life to bring life to things. And not here to just sit around and live the normal, mundane, boring life. It's a mission. So
Leos can't ever forget that everything revolves around you. And, some people get triggered by that, but that's just astrology. You are the center. And I know people don't like it, and they're like, oh gosh, they're so extra, they're so Leo. You're literally meant to be that way. And you have to have people in your life that see that, because there's no other way. If you sit back in the background, then you're just covered by the clouds. And whether it's cloudy, rainy, whatever's going on, that sun shows up every day. And you got to show up like that for your love life and for the magic that the love can be. So,
yeah, nobody else got that many intense hard cards. So I would say, Leo, you gotta let go of whatever's breaking your heart. Sucks, but Libra. Libras. We're gonna give you the black and gold deck here. I was going to ask the chat, if we cut all these videos up and put them on my YouTube every week, all 12 of them, you think that you would be sharing it more with people? Because we're trying to get reach. My reach has been suppressed by social media completely.
What do you guys think?
Would you share it more if it was like, oh, I could send this Libra video on YouTube to my friend who's a Libra to watch, instead of the whole thing and have him click the fucking live thing? We'll still do the live, but it's a lot easier than to just cut it up and put it back up individually.
Yeah. They would share more. We can do that for you here.
Yep. That's what's been coming through this whole time to me. Outside of doing this reading, has been this has to be cut up and be put out there, because that's what everybody's doing now. All the tarot readers doing their weeklies and stuff, and I'm doing weekly and all this shit. And it's they're not seeing it because they're not seeing a Taurus reading, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it is a long show.
And you can go look up 2014 tarot polls, and you know who's going to be there? Fucking, when none of those motherfuckers were there. None of them. All right. Libras. Just did a nice shuffle. Cleared my own energy out for you just now. Let's see what we got going for you, Libra. I almost feel like I don't like Libras. Anything can happen. Temperance reversed. King of Pentacles reversed is your challenge. Three of Wands is your overall here. Wow, this one already is easy. Knight of or the Hierophant here. I think for you, it's a recommitment to what else is out there. I think things that don't feel natural, you need to see what else is out there. What feels natural to you? Stop hanging around energy that doesn't feel natural. You're still trying to make things that are unnaturally work. The King of Pentacles in reverse, the challenge, it's not manifesting the way you want to because it's unnatural. It's not aligned. It's almost, I hate to say it, but Temperance reversed is fake. It's like you're faking it. Or they're faking it, or you're into somebody who's fake, or somebody who's not committed to really, I think, creating the world that you really want to go to here. You got the Moon card reversed. You haven't even told them that you aren't even into it, or that you're faking it, or you're too afraid to bring out why you're being so unnatural yourself. Maybe you're going through your own emotional issue right now. Oh, God. Yeah, I almost feel like there's some Libras that are in some really weird corners right now about like really emotionally stuck in an unnatural place and they're not happy. You got Three of Cups. Maybe you're trying to party to make it feel better or do things that you can celebrate, but it's not working. It's not the world that you want to go to. You can't celebrate in hell and think it'll turn into heaven. No, you got the card of wanting something better, the Empress. Wanting something that's attractive and more your style. What's your issue with the challenge? How do we get there? Oh, yeah, you keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's not changing. It hasn't come to a completion where you keep believing that you need to, that it will eventually create something good. There'll be enough to create eventually. No, it's the Moon reversed here and it's hiding that you're unhappy or that you know it's not the ultimate family life, or maybe there's a loss of something. Maybe, I don't know, this could be a lost pregnancy too. I don't know why I'm getting that. Moon reversed. Ten of Cups. The Temperance reverse. It wasn't a natural love situation, or you're going to lose something, or you've lost that love and feeling, and you haven't revealed it yet. Why do you want this Empress? You pulled a bunch of cards, but you want something that feels, again, that's a natural card. Too many cards pulled out, so I'm not going to throw those out. You're not settled, but you want to find the best settled place for you. All right, what do we got here from Avalon? Oh, wow. Sacred Union. I knew it. I almost feel like, didn't we just pull this for Libras last week? I don't know why, or I don't know who got that, but that sexuality, with that Temperance reversed and that fucking Ten of Cups reversed and that Moon reversed, you are the liar in a fake sacred union, or you're denying yourself of a sacred union. And God, you might be going through some emotional issues you're too afraid to express, but I think that it's the ultimate emotional fear of actually embracing the most beautiful net. If these two cards were together, it would just be like, okay, the ultimate love story, and okay, I got some shit I got to express emotionally, but that's natural, and it's going to flow in the right direction into a sacred union. But you're in the opposites. It's fake. You're not emotionally letting anybody know, and you're hiding that you're not feeling that it's a dream at all. You feel like you're in the hell. With the sacred union card there? Jeez. Or you're avoiding it. Do you know who this person is? Devil reversed. You know they're not the devil. You know that I don't think you've let them know that you like them. And I think that you're also trying to get the fuck away from somebody that's a fake sacred union. You got the shower of blessings. It's time to open yourself to receive, pay it forward. I think that you've been opening yourself up and not receiving shit. You got the Mercury retrograde. It's definitely Mercury retrograde. Rethinking, and it's a reinvention of your whole entire story here that's not been manifesting. The same thing that's repetitive. And I think that your issue here is that you have to actually bring a better belief system in a better traditional sense to something that's actually worth doing opposed to not. I think that you need to rethink about the kind of blessings that you're bringing in. I think that you've given blessings to things that really are not blessings. You need to rethink what blessings are. I think that you think that somebody who's fake and boring and really not working is a blessing. And that's not what it is. It's a blessing to finally figure it out, but that's not a blessing itself. You got jealousy, envy, punishment, changing course. Yeah, I think that you're dealing with somebody who might be controlling, or they're jealous and they have self-worth issues. That's why you want something better. You've been trying to do that. They might not even like you being around other people, and they've been hiding that. But you know why? I'm going to be honest with you, Libra. They feel that you are looking elsewhere and you are hiding it, and they can feel that. And that's why they're reacting the way they are, because they know you want better and they know you want to have that better place. It might even be a childhood friend or somebody that you've been with before that was beautiful. But here it is, fucking. And I think that you're feeling the envy and the jealousy of where you see that in other people. So it's like two people jealous, I'm feeling, or you single jealous, or the people that you talk to jealous, and there's a lot of fucking weird shit here. What's your shadow of this shadow? Oh, naked before the stars. Believe it or not, that's a shadow. You're on the other side of the glass out there acting like you're all woke and shit, but you're not coming into real life. You need to come back in the house and be honest. I feel like you're trying to escape. And you can't escape this. You got to face this. What does Ganesh have to say here? Yeah, revelations. The revelations are showing up, I'm sorry to say, Ganesh is serious. He ain't fucking around. He's bringing all he's got to bring the revelations about. You want more clarity? Oh, yeah, King of Cups, something that you're not emotionally into anymore. And also revelations about why you're so afraid to step in emotionally and what you really want to be the king of the emotion of, to really secure in and anchor in emotionally, what you really like, instead of it feeling so fake and not going there and not doing that. Singles? Queen of Wands. Wow, you're looking for the ultimate love story. And it's the ultimate judgment call of your life, but you know what it is. You feel called to it. It's like right there, but the queen's got to be like, hey, this is what it is. And the judgment is a sign from the universe. Yep, and you need to invest in it. I feel like you're not investing, and you're not showing investments, so the person might not know. And you're expecting them, but they don't know. Relationships, oh God, you're trying to avoid the conflict, and it's the Lovers reversed. I'm sorry. There's a lot of relationship Libras and the most fake shit of the whole entire world. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know that it used to be Sages, and now it's Libras with the South Node Scorpio holding on, North Node Taurus, too afraid to get what you really want, too afraid to be in the conflict. Fucking, you got a Lovers reversed here with a fucking this, and with a Temperance reversed, and fucking with fucking a 10 of Cups reversed, and fucking with a Moon card reversed, and you're trying to avoid the fucking conflicts of the things of the love story that's not working out. I'll pull you one more card. Ace of Wands reversed. I'm sorry to say, it's not going to be able to be reset into something. I mean, maybe you may be able to fucking try to go through the conflict and go through it, and maybe they'll go through it. I think that they know that you're already moving on, and you already are in a weird way, and that's why the jealousy's coming out. I'm just saying. That could go for singles too, because there's no single Libra. Even single Libras are dating somebody all the time, or talking to someone, or, no such thing. Single Libra? Never heard of it. Have you ever heard of a single Libra?
Never.
They will say they're single after they just told the other person, I'll talk to you in a week. I'll talk to you in a month. I'll talk to you tomorrow. No, tonight I'm going to my girlfriend's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to Pound Town with the new dude. All right. I know Libras were like, fuck you. Don't give away my secrets, motherfucker. All right. Listen to your intuition. Healthy boundaries. Open up. It's time to open up. What villain are you? It's time to find out, Libra. What is the self-sabotaging villain that you are being to yourself right now? The self-sabotaging Libra that you are being. What is the villain that is self-sabotaging? Well, you got the Five of Pentacles, the victim that says, I can't heal, or I have to keep holding on to this bullshit. That's, you could have the greatest happiness in your life, but you're holding on to the bullshit life. Too afraid to step into the life that you really want. That's your villain. And it's the boneyard in with the hyenas that take all the meat off, and or you're left with nothing in The Lion King. Aries, 10th house, Mercury. Wow, you have to really just be very clear about what you really fucking want and where you're gonna go and what you want. I think that you're not even being clear at all, and you need to take it seriously. And I think that you need to be an adult and you need to be more direct. Good luck to you, Brian.
Good luck, Libra. Well, you're in somewhat of a similar position with Leo. You got a lot in your sixth with the Sun, Jupiter, Neptune. So it's kind of a stressful time overall. There's a lot going on in reality. There's a lot of things changing. Maybe it's relationships. Maybe people are changing. And then you also have the Capricorn with Pluto, Venus, Mars together in your fourth. So you can be digging yourself into an emotional hole if you're not making the changes to really purify your life right now and purify the connections. And of course, love could be stressful anyways, just having Saturn in your fifth. Like, are you really going to block yourself from the changes in your life to get the relationships you want? No, don't do that. Are you really going to block yourself from being honest with how you really feel to make the changes that are going to purify your relationships? So I think you have a lot to express. I think you have a lot of changes to make in your life, and it's not to be stressed about necessarily, because you have to kind of surrender to it with a Pisces sixth house. You can want the beautiful perfection and the aesthetic all the time, or maybe the aesthetic with partners. But how do you actually feel about the partner? Because whatever it looks like, if it's not showing up with love, if it's not showing up with the good kind of drama, and it's just the whack kind of drama, then yeah, you're going to want to go over here and go over there and see what else is out there. And I would say at this moment, don't stop yourself from seeing what else is out there if you know a change needs to be made to have a more secure foundation in your life.
Very well put. We're down to the last two that are opposites. It's Pisces and Virgo. So I'm just going to see like what pops out first. Well, it was Pisces. Virgo's last. Happy birthday, Pisces.
Happy birthday, Pisces.
They're going to get just the basic ass tarot to bring some imagination to it. I could have, I don't know, I didn't pull out my vampire deck. This is my favorite deck, is the Tarot of Vampires. You know, I was just thinking right now, the way the world is, maybe the metaverse is going to be better.
Oh my God.
That fucked up. Like, maybe the metaverse will be better. Like, throw me in the vampire world and, like, make it so real that I don't even know. And whatever you got to do with my brain, Elon Musk, like, to make me feel like it's real. Like, okay.
If they can incorporate physical touch into the metaverse,
No, that's what I'm saying. It'll be like the Matrix.
I might be down.
Like, you just know.
It'll be
fuck
like
it,
the
end of the
Matrix
day.
inside of a Matrix. This could be like the 13th floor. Have you seen that movie?
Yep.
Jesus
The
Christ.
floor that nobody can find. Yeah. Yep. I've seen that movie. So, you know what? Maybe the metaverse is the way to go. Maybe it's what the whole new age of Aquarius is. It's just taking your brain up to the metaverse. Throw me in the vampire world. I'll be good. What do we got for your birthday, Pisces? Your love stories. Hanging around bad people still? I hope not. But I think that you're about to find out if you really have been. They're about to, I've been trying to warn Pisces, just so you know, if you don't watch the horoscopes on High Vibe. All this Capricorn in the 11th, you need to be around some real adults in the room and not fucking crazy people and people that are trying to control you. And I hate to say it, but you're about to find out, like, you think that you're all the coast is clear, everything's cool. Wrong friendships, wrong people, wrong lovers, dark people, fucking. And you gotta be careful. Jupiter and Neptune doesn't just bring blessings; it also brings tragic endings to your life. So, I don't want Pisces to end up on the wrong side of the wrong person in a crazy place. All right. Well, Five of Pentacles.
Oof.
Page of Pentacles with your challenge. Full reverse is their overall. Ooh. Chariot reverse is your way through. You know what, Pisces? This is a red flag reading. Hate to be, but it makes sense because we are in your sign. The sun's approaching Jupiter, and it's next week, the Sun-Jupiter conjunction. Mercury's coming out of shadow this week. I'm telling you, this is your week to get the fuck away from fucking the most stupidest love shit of your life. You're gonna have to. This Five of Pentacles is not a good sign. As the first card, this is the sign of getting the short end of the stick, getting the one that, they end up injured and they end up fucking outside in the cold. So this is your overall, the full reverse. This is like the fool that like falls off the cliff. The Chariot reversed here, like your way out of this is like, stop trying to run towards the fucking getting shafted and being around people who, really don't give a fuck about you. And especially, this whole like challenge. You're looking for an offer. Well, you're running towards places that don't give you offers. They give you offers where they're going to use you, abuse you. And I don't know. We're going to find out. Knight of Wands, man, you're going to just leap towards the shit, aren't you? This is stuff that came into this reading too. So one thing, if I could teach in tarot, if a Five of Wands or Five of Pentacles pulls up, it's already something that you've been involved in to get you to the place that's not good. That you've been in. And here you are trying to leap towards that. Like, this is weird. Like, oh, I'm going to leap towards the wound. This person might have problems and wounded, or they might be sick, or they might be, and like, you're just like, fuck yeah. No. I don't know why I got STD alert. And look at you, Five of Wands. Oh my God, you're trying so hard. Maybe you're not trying hard to get the fuck out to real happiness and get away from this hell. That's what I think we can read it another way. What's up with this Fool card? Oh my God. And it's bad home life situations and losing a home. But really, I think it's like losing a home with somebody that's bad is the best thing you can do. It'd be foolish to stay in a home where the toxic energy is. Or if you're there for security reasons. It's time to go to a new place. I'm telling you, I felt it. Don't be foolish. This is your ride out. And you need to give a little bit more energy to riding to a much more positive road now. That's not with the fucking, I hate to use this, but they're a loser. They're gross. They're the worst person you could be with. I'm going to just get, you already see through it. You're not indecisive anymore. This is your big week. I'm trying to break you in blocks. What's up with this Chariot reverse? Queen of Swords reversed. You know what your issue is you're looking for an opportunity and you can't find one. Well, the opportunity is whenever you decide to make it, instead of fucking you going like, oh, I got to wait for the moment when I get out of this. Like, no, you get the fuck out. If you were to see a week ahead in time and knew that you were about to go through the worst shit of your life, you would have been like, I just should have left. I just should have got the fuck out. This is the movie Get Out. with a Magician reversed. I just wanted to throw you, get out. Yeah, Magician reversed, not magic. Sorry to say. I felt it, especially Saturn now just alone in the 12th house, the Mercury coming out of shadow, squaring Uranus. Fuck. Don't know how better else to tell you. Oh, and yeah, you know what? You do need to find the holy throne, which is the sacred, the optimism, and you need to find that place of preserve. You need to preserve yourself and find a place where you can. And it's courage. It's the fox. It's the courage to go move to a place that actually is away from the crazy place. And that is the holy thorn, which is that will bring you more optimism. And it's a 7 card. That's what you rule. 7 is Pisces, not 12. 7, Neptune. This is saving yourself this week, Pisces, from getting out of the dumbest people, whether you're single or in a relationship, you've ever been in your life. That into this reading of you hearing this moment, you're in. I know that sounds fucking crazy. Enter the magic. Live in the now. Seize the moment. Yeah, I think that it's time to be honest. Enter into the magic. You're not in the magic. You got the Magician card reversed here, so you don't even try and be like, oh, I'm going to still make this magical. Well, the Queen of Swords reversed, a Chariot reversed, a Fool reversed, a 5 of Pentacles, and this challenge being that you want to enter the magic, but the challenge is that you have to get out of what's not magic, and that is. I hate to be real as fuck, Pisces, but you know this. I am talking to your fucking soul right now and trying to save your ass from a fucking, and I don't know why it keeps coming up, but a Charlie Manson moment. For the young ones out there, look that up yourself. Maybe it's better if you look it up yourself. What's up with this enter the magic? You pulled the 6th house. Routine, but it's your daily life. You need to change your schedule, your daily life, the world, your work, your day-to-day world is fucking not magic. It's the opposite. The 6th house is the opposite of magic. So the way you're living and the way you're living your day-to-day life right now is causing your love life to go away from the magic and into this place where you desperately keep looking for something to come save the day. You're the one who saves the day yourself and enters into the world that needs to be. And trust the magic, and that once you get to that sacred place, just by getting out of an unsacred place, everything will come together. But you have to have that leap of faith. That's Jupiter, Neptune in your own sign, the leap of faith, of all faith. With your shadow here, I think the shadow is going to probably help you out the most, probably here. Well, the anti-hero, the maverick, the risk taker, and the rule breaker. Yeah, you know what? It's time to break the rules. You'd be dumb if you didn't. I feel like, especially to move on to a new place, you're going to have to break. You're going to have to be that risk taker, and you're going to have to be that maverick, and you have to break the rules that you've gotten caught up into some stupid-ass places. Okay? I don't know how to tell you any more clear, but you did. And look at that, anger in chains. Your anger that you're stuck in a place, or this person, you could be dealing with somebody that's going to be anger and put you in chains, or they already have. And then you're trying to break out. You know what? Not only a Charlie Manson situation, but it's also a fucking Hannibal situation. Fucking from the weirdo and fucking Silence of the Lambs, like you're fucking down in the fucking basement and he's fucking telling you to fucking put the lotion on their skin shit. That's how fucked up the people are that you're dealing with right now. Like, maybe it's not literal, but it's like a good analogy. Or controlling. And you got to have a positive outlook instead of having such a negative outlook about going through this. I feel like it's you forgot about the positive outlook that you need to go to a new place, a new energy. Look at that. That's where that Page of Cups comes in a good place to bring you. That's you. There you are. The little fish can get out into a better place. If you're single, Five of Cups reversed. Your sorrow comes from you seeing the ultimate gift that you just keep avoiding. So you know that there's like this beautiful gift and you're feeling sorrow like nothing's coming, but you're not going towards what's good. It's almost like you're looking for something that's bad, that's going to bring you sorrow. This is about getting out of your own cycle of finding the sorrow story again. Yeah, Page of Wands reversed. You're not even letting the person that you've finally come to maybe that is the best gift. You need to let them know instead of fucking holding back and sitting in your sorrow. What? Because fucking hell person fucking didn't work out? Shit. Relationship? Oh my God. Seven of Swords reversed. You feel comfortable in fucking lies and weird shit that you don't think are lies. You've turned lies that are not lies. You're backing somebody up who just manipulates and lies, and you feel safe in a lie. Look at that. You brought up, you want something better. That's the Empress. Whenever I get that fucking, and it's like, you want something better. So stop lying to yourself about you really want. You want something better, but I almost feel like you're like, no, maybe I'm not lying to myself. Maybe I'm, maybe I'm, like you're overlooking. The problem with Seven of Swords is you're like, no, there's nobody doing anything wrong over there. No, they're not doing anything wrong. I'm safe. I'd worry. There you go. I would worry. Your sex life? Knight of Swords. Somebody's coming in to save the day. Or just really fast, quick bang boom of what you really want. It's probably the coolest card to have for sex. Definitely going to feel like, wow. Your oracle here. This is a red flag alert. Red flag reading for Pisces. Red flag. Stormy as fuck weather before your Sun Jupiter. Don't waste this Sun Jupiter Neptune once in your life, and it's coming up. And you've already counted down. We're on what? How many degrees today? We're coming 3 to 4. So you have 26 more days left of the ultimate fortunate world of your life. I'm not trying to put pressure on you, but being real. You pulled family concerns. I mean, I'm concerned as your soul family about this. You need to open up. I think that you're opening up to the wrong people and not opening up to the real concerns in your life. And it's time for you to take control. Let's see what villain that you are. What villain are you, Pisces, that you are self-sabotaging yourself from having the best love story that you can have? You pulled 2. You pulled Lucifer and you pulled the 5. So you pulled the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. You pulled the 5 of Pentacles again. You're constantly trying hard to stay in the most weakest, horrible situation. That's poverty to sickness. You want to know why you're sick? You want to know why you don't feel good? You want to know why you're not looking good? This situation that's not fucking making you feel good. You got Lucifer too, so third house, like you're trying to fucking trick yourself that it's okay. Third house, Sag, Neptune. Oh boy. Wow, you have to really look at the facts of the crazy delusional beliefs that you've created over something that is not factually fucking the environment to be around and is not truth. Back to you, Brian.
That was savage, Pisces, but that was spot on. So hopefully sounds like good advice. I don't even know if I can give you better advice than that. He hit your astrology and the tarot just dead on. So I would say that people are trying to save the day right now. And Like, let's be honest, like Pisces is beautiful, but there's also this slipping. There's this self-undoing that comes with 12th house energy, Piscean energy. You got the two strongest planets in your sign. The sun's there. It is a big time, but this is like you identifying with actual magic in your life and not some old toxic story with people that are going down the wrong path, with people that are controlling, especially with the Capricorn 11th house. You need freedom. You need to be who you are. You need to kind of rebel too. There's a rebellion with the 11th house. So there's a breakout here for actual magic in your life, and this is the most powerful time you'll ever get in your whole entire life. No other sign, except for maybe Capricorn 2 years ago, gets something like this, like happening. You know, this is a big deal. So you want to take advantage of it, and you have to identify with it, and you can't, with the two almost illusionary planets in your first house, you can't just say, I don't want to see the truth. I don't want to identify with the truth of who I am and where I've got to at this point in my life and that I can have better. So I think it is very important that you kind of take that to heart and realize that people are everything for you right now, especially when it comes to relationships, and they have to let you be free. They have to let you be a free little fishy to swim, but to be bonded and to be united and to be tribe. So it's a big deal. And you do have to communicate. North Node's in Taurus in your third house. Uranus is there. You're never going to be able to identify with these people if you're not expressing your truth and where you want to go. And if you're going to make magic happen in your life, or you're going to get sucked into a pit, don't go into that deep, dark pit. Go into the beautiful magic that you came here to show everybody. You literally came here to be the magician. So be the magician.
Yeah, and it sucks. Pisces is addiction. It's the same cycles. It's giving an okay to really toxic things, and especially guess who's got 12th house Aquarius? Pisces rising. It means that you have to break out. And you put yourself into breakout moments where you have to like break out of prison. You have to break out in a crazy way. And because you sit there and wait till the last fucking second when God has to come through and fucking create a fucking crazy moment. And so you go, I'm so sick of always these people. It's like you're the one who's fucking retarded and continues to stay in the fucking ridiculous places that you do. That's the number one harshest lesson for Pisces. I know you're sensitive, but you play the sensitive card and then try to get help from people in your breakout. Like, they were this, and oh my God. You're the idiot that continued when they abused you, when they didn't treat you good, when you were addicted to not having to do anything and hoping that you didn't have to do anything. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Virgos, last one.
With love, Pisces, with love.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that was massive love. I even put family concerns. I'm concerned. I put my red flags out. If I didn't care, I would just fucking not show up and not be here at 5 in the morning right now.
I know.
Think, you know what I mean? Like 5 in the fucking morning. Virgo is going to get Edgar Allan Poe. That just sucks. Every sign, use your sun sign first, then your rising second, but use your sun sign and go, what is your 12th house? It's the sign before you. That's where you get stuck. Okay? That's where you get stuck in addiction and bad toxic shit and non-spiritual shit, and you stay there. It's also how you got spiritual. So, you know, then look at your rising. What's the 12th house ruler? Some of you have interceptions and it's the next house over. Then that's even more of an issue. That's why my Love Masterclass and Hypergate is on sale. 18 courses, 70 plus hours long for $150. The only astrology course you'll ever need. With the link down below.
Truth.
Like, you want to figure out your shit? That's why I made all those schools. You could start from I don't know shit to I think I know everything and be fucking like, oh, I didn't know everything. Doesn't matter where you're at. That's what that school is. All in your own time, 70 plus hours. And it includes everything. So. Like, it'll be the best fucking $150 you ever spent, I swear.
It's the truth.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, it's cost of a gallon. It's the cost of fucking fill up at the fucking gas station now.
If you want to, take that California gas price to the next level, learning more about yourself.
We're sitting at $5 plus everywhere, even for fucking shitty gas. All right. What is going on here, Virgo? I just did a big clean on this deck for you. What do we got? You got the Empress upright. You got your challenge here is the Six of Pentacles. And you got the Page of Wands in reverse as your overall. And you did get the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. I think that you're trying to control a situation too much, especially because you do got this Page of Wands here in reverse as your overall. I feel like you're trying to just like keep things calm, especially seeing the Six of Pentacles. You're trying to keep things all balanced and you're trying to keep things beautiful. And there are beautiful things. But Virgo, like, I think your number one issue is that you're too afraid of changing your life. I think that you're too afraid of really going for what you want. You're expecting other people to show up more, but you're too afraid to say what you want or show up to what you want. I think you're playing things really safe. Wheel of Fortune reversed is too afraid to change what you always are in. You got a Nine of Cups here. So there's this beautiful situation that I see coming or that is already showing up or that you feel, but you're going through definitely something holding that back, which is definitely Six of Pentacles. I call the most boring cards, boring relations. Like you're living the boring day-to-day life. You're letting your lifestyle and your day-to-day light prevent the wheel from turning, which is a typical Virgo thing. You know, the Ten of Swords here. At least I think that you're finally coming into realizing that, you know what, you're done with not going for it, not taking a risk, not saying, I love you, not running towards what you want in your life more. I think that you're finally reaching that this week to get something really good, something that you feel is really good. I mean, we got an Empress here. That's like something that you feel is the most attractive to you, something that you feel is emotional, but I feel like you haven't communicated it fully yet. You got a Nine of Swords. You need to wake up from your anxiety of changing your life and staying in this perfect world that's not perfect is fucking blowing it. Yeah, Four of Cups reversed. It's like you want this really bad. You don't even want to sit and look at it. You're like, I want to have it. Knight of Swords reversed. You're just hoping that somebody will come and save the day. You need to be the one that starts jumping up. And that's why I needed to get that clarity, because I felt like you're not the one jumping. Yeah, you're not the one jumping towards shit when you need to jump more towards the truth. And there's some fear here of you not letting destiny get you something better or the better energy that you want to go to and just staying in this, I'm just going to just sit here and just keep this balanced life and just sit here. And that's your challenge. It's like you're not giving yourself the good stuff that could happen. And that's a worry. I'd be worried. Not bad, though. It's something amazing's here, but it's almost like you're too afraid to change, to have it, or to be honest about it. It's like it's been on your mind a lot. It's been on your soul a lot. It makes you feel good inside. You got the Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail. Holy shit. The life force energy, the wisdom, but more importantly, it's the spiritual world, and of course, it's the regeneration. Here it is, the Holy Grail of all love. You're not even like denying it with that Four of Cups reversed. You know, it's the ultimate feeling, and it's the thing that's going to bring you the ultimate happiness in your life. What is it why are you so blocked by this? I don't know. Why are you so afraid? Why? I mean, we know it's your lifestyle. We know it's you afraid to make a dramatic change in your life that will offer you a better life, to be honest with you. What does the unicorns have to say? Oneness, yeah, I think that you do need to open up to like the common humanity. Like, I think you're living an uncommon life, and you need to but you think that you're living the common life, but you're actually not connecting with the oneness that you want to. And invoke the Lemurian light. Like, bring that light into what you want. I think that you're like separate and living in this kind of weird life, like where you're avoiding it and putting on a pedestal your life that's really boring. Jupiter return. I mean, you got the Holy Grail and Jupiter return. I don't even know what to tell you. You have the ultimate opportunity of a lifetime. I hope you don't fuck this one up. I really don't. Especially after the reading I just got, the reading Pisces just got. We're all going to be looking at fucking Virgos this week and be like, did you fuck it up this week, Virgo? Did you fuck it up because you just want to have it your way? You don't want to fucking, you see it and you're not going to go. The Holy Grail's right there. The Jupiter of the benefits. But it's about what you do. You need to change your lifestyle, and you need to fucking not let the wheel just sit there. You need to let that wheel turn and be the wheel of fortune. It means to change your whole life. Damn, I'm going to be pissed, Virgo. I know Pisces will be pissed. I know fucking all of us that got bad readings this week will be pissed at you, Virgo. We'll be fucking pissed. You blew it? You blew it? Let's see what your shadow is. Why are you about to blow this or not? I hope you don't blow it. Discipline, training, consistency, and practice. I think that you've got all the discipline and the practice in your life to now do something with it. Your issue is staying in practice mode. Your issue is staying in the same, I'm going to stay in the same routine that I do, and I'm going to stay in the same place, and I've got discipline. Your discipline is your fucking issue because it's supposed to be used to do something good. It's the fucking Holy Grail. It's the Holy Grail with the Jupiter benefits card of Jupiter return. Am I crazy or not, Brian? Am I crazy?
No.
Oh my God, look at this. Fated to suffer. That's your issue. Well, if I stop doing it, if I'm fated to suffer, if I have to do the real thing and try and go for it, I just want to sit and practice all day, I'm going to suffer. That's your fucking issue. Man, oh man. Like, I bet you Pisces are like, why don't I get this? Because they want to turn their horrible relationship into a Holy Grail. Okay? Here you are, there's an opportunity that you see, and probably you might even be in a horrible situation, but there's a Holy Grail waiting for you, and you're like, no, I don't know. Enlightenment, here it is. I mean, I can't even, you're getting every card that says, like, it's the holy moment. It's the ultimate, here it is. Look at, even Ganesh is opening up all of his fucking arms and holding the lotus flowers, and he's getting fucking psychedelically fucking lotus-ed out, fucking blown out in the fucking third eye. Do you really want a confirmation with that one? Oh my God, 4 of Wands. That's the marriage. It's the ultimate happiness card. If you're single, stop being so dumb and fucking thinking that your life is more special than the other person's and that, you know, they got to come down your corridors and you're going down the wrong corridors. You're avoiding the best Holy Grail of your life. Yep, 5 of Wands. You're not trying hard enough. You want people to fucking come to you, but you're avoiding making a bigger play in the game, and you don't want it to conflict your life, which is really going nowhere. I hate to say it. Relationships, Queen of Wands reversed. There's not a lot of love from your partner coming out. You're not in love. And Ace of Wands reversed. You don't know how to respark it. Jeez, you got a lot of horrible cards there. And the Emperor reversed. It's like a narcissist or somebody that's trying to control, and they're losing grip of their fucking situation, and they're going crazy. And, you know, you're going to have to work on that one, whatever it is there, Virgo. What's up with your sex life? 7 of Pentacles. Well, you got to invest for what you want to put in and get something good in return. I mean, I don't know. 7 of Pentacles is kind of weird. You got to put the work in. And you got the High Priestess. I think that, you know what? I think that you need to go. There's a beautiful spiritual spellbound thing that's worth the work, but I almost feel like, I don't know. That's up to you. We'll see. I don't know. What's going on with your oracles here? We're near the end here. You better not blow this one, Virgo. I mean, you got the fucking Holy Grail here. You got the Jupiter benefits card. Like, you got all these great cards. The Empress upright. You got the fucking 9 of Cups on that row. But you're being dumb if you're single, and if you're in a relationship, boy, I don't know. You're dealing with a narcissist that you can't figure it out, and you can't bring the spark back. I don't know what to deal with. I don't know what to tell you there. That's between you and him and her or whatever. That's some weird shit. That's some weird shit, Virgo. Inner healing, spiritual awakening, and life-changing decision. This is it. I knew it. Look at, and this just popped up when I threw that over there. The Lover card. So let's see what villain you are being. Are you going to fuck this one up this week, Virgo? Are you going to fuck up the Holy Grail? You're going to fuck up the Holy Grail this week? What's the villain that would fuck up having the biggest life-changing decision to bring you the ultimate thing of all time in your life? Let's see what it is. So you don't have to fuck it up. I hope you don't fuck it up. If you fuck it up, we'll all be pissed. We will all be pissed. We will all be like, what the fuck? You got the Holy Grail. You got everything. You fucked it up. You got Jupiter. You have Mars and Venus that conjuncted in your 5th house.
Pissed.
You know, like, come on. Lucky. Like, oh, you got Jupiter and Neptune in your 7th house? Oh, the ultimate dream love? Oh, you're going to fuck it up? You got Lucifer reversed, but Lucifer won't even go for it. You're not going to, your villain is that you don't even go for fucking what you want. Oh my God. 5 of Swords reversed. I'm not going to try too hard. I don't want to. Oh my God. What do you think, Brian? I'm going to pull this, but do you think Gambler's Friends bet? Do you think they're going to fuck it up?
Oh, man. They might. They might fuck it up.
You pulled Sag. You pulled Mars. You pulled the 4th house. It's time for the great adventure of going in deep emotionally, the adventure of your emotional life, your home life, and you better pick the foundational life that's going to change your whole journey. You got to penetrate to an adventure emotionally and be real and go on the ultimate emotional adventure of your life and find courage and believe in courage to have the emotional journey you've always wanted.
It's true, Virgo. Everybody in the whole zodiac is jealous of your relationship opportunities right now. Nobody has it like that. Nobody has had the reconstruction of their heart even up until this point that you have. And if you're not going to put that heart into people, into something amazing in life, what are you doing? And it's so funny. I was talking to a Virgo the other day, and they're just, whoosh, they're playing Saturn in the 6th house. I want to be this pure virgin. I don't want something good to come in. Are you going to restrict the change of your life to bring literal magic in? You have to remember you're a mutable sign. You have to constantly change. If you don't change things, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be beautiful. There's going to be dust that accumulates again. And if there's dust in your love life right now, whether you're single or in a relationship, you're not doing it right. You have the best transits in the whole zodiac for love.
And North Node in the 9th.
And North Node in the 9th. Literally the love story.
New adventure. It better not be staying in the same fucking environment or you're a fucking idiot. In the same city, in the same town, the same thing. Oh my God. Don't get me going.
Okay.
Finish, please. I just had to throw that in.
He's right. You're going to feel like you put yourself into the weirdest adventure that you've ever been on if you don't make the change for something absolutely that your heart is guiding you towards. And that's Leo. That's your 12th house shit. You'll get so messed up in your mind that you won't let your heart guide you to the magic and to the relationships and the beauty. And this is the time where that whole reconstruction of Capricorn 5th house was trying to reconstruct you to use your heart for this moment in time to have the best possible magical relationship. And it takes courage to do that. Because I know that you'll hold on to some weird shit from the past or some guilt. You got to let that shit go and put yourself out there. You're actually here to shine. You're not just here to be some worker. So.
Yeah, don't be Ukraine and be fucking Russia's little bitch.
Don't.
I was going to say, Virgo, you will metaphysically die staying in the same routine, in the same day-to-day life, in the same place, in the same, like, you have the ultimate crazy wildest adventure that's trying to open you up, but you're trying to just do the same thing. Like, like the universe has shown you over the last couple of years, like, it's not going to work the way that it's been working. And you have to open up, and you have you have the ultimate astrology of any sign, and you had Regulus move into your sign in 2012. So I don't really know. You have no excuses for playing victim, or that you're not having the best life, or things aren't going good. It's because you choose the wrong people. You stay in the same fucking patterns. You're not willing to change your reality. You're not willing to fucking change your schedule. You're not willing to fucking realize that maybe the holiest then now with Aquarius in your 6th house with Saturn is doing the most radically different fucking schedule and day-to-day life that you've ever lived in your life. Maybe your vegan life is the wrong life. Maybe your fast food life is the wrong life. That's what I'm trying to say.
It is. It's the reality that you thought was the perfect situation.
It is not.
Is not. It's not. And it's actually somebody else with Jupiter and Neptune in your 7th house that you're probably too blind to see is actually trying to show you that and come in and change it for the radical new adventure that's going to take you to the fucking Holy Grail.
Yep. Well, appreciate you all so much. Make sure that you join us on highvibe.tv and that you are subscribed so you get all the horoscopes, especially since it is now official. It just got brought out on the news that they are not censoring, but there will be no more ads or be able to search up hashtags like astrology, tarot, yada, yada, yada. They're not giving the whole list out yet, but by March 17th, which is coming up. So good luck out there. And we built the home. So
High vibe, baby.
I appreciate you all. And my Love Masterclass and Hypergate combined 18 courses, 70 plus hours total for $150. I know it's hard out there. That's why we have not raised rates. I've brought down the prices of things for people that have it. I literally am trying to help. And I know it's crazy out there. That's why we didn't raise the rates of fucking... Look at Netflix and all them shit. They're fucking all raising the rates. I'm not. I'm keeping it fucking at $10.99 a month or for 6 months at $45. Break that down. It's literally less than fucking a Chick-fil-A meal. Literally less than your meal at fucking Whole Foods. It's less than your fucking avocados at Whole Foods. It's less than your 4 bananas at Whole Foods a month. Like, and we're here every day and we do it for real. There's no other place you'll find in the world, even on YouTube, that does it every day with as much as we do. You will not find it.
True.
So
it's nonstop, fresh content.
It's nonstop, fresh stuff every day. Telling you what's really going on. Interesting shows where you can participate, all of it. Like, I don't want to come all this way on my 10-year anniversary on April 10th of doing this every day and fail. So it's not about me. It's about the collective. And it will be very ironic if on April 10th of 2022, the world shuts down on social media, astrology, and tarot. It will be very ironic. It will be the most ironic. I will laugh so hard. So, anyway, spread this around. Love y'all, and we'll see you on the next Steep of Tarot.
Love you all very much. Thanks for being here
Thanks,
with us.
Brian.
Bye-bye.